Welcome to where it all started for this channel. Welcome to the UEFA Champions League final 2025-26. We actually did stream the previous UEFA Champions League final, funnily enough, because it was technically one of the first things we did outside of the studying streams and stuff, besides, like, you know, a couple of other things. But technically, this was one of the first ever things we did on this channel that really, you know, sort of kickstarted the streaming. UEFA Champions League final on the 24-hour stream, the first ever one we did of that as well. And yes, this is a rerun of the previous final, technically, sort of. We have PSG in it again, and it's against Arsenal. Hope everyone's doing good. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Rishon. Welcome, Happy Crocodile. Patrick W's. Welcome, Jackson. Welcome, Sherry. Welcome, Ruby. Welcome, Cameron. Welcome, PVZ Artist Alesque. Welcome, who else did I miss? Africa Phone. Welcome, Terra. Welcome, King was here earlier. W's, everyone. Welcome to stream, all of you guys. Hope you're doing good. Kickoff has just started. Sorry, I was yapping, which caused the kickoff to sort of be slightly off there. We also have up here this and this. Starting with the World Cup, we will always have this on the side as well from now on. The lineups, the subs, and also the you know, knockouts, group table, and stuff like that. Hi, Ahmed. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Again, this is like a little bit of a different stream, you know, from MSM. You know, I know a lot of you guys like MSM who are on here. A couple of the football OGs on here too. So yeah, this is genuinely an optional stream, though, you know, much appreciate if you stay around because, yeah, football's a big thing in my life, you know. I wouldn't mind if any of them win. Yeah, to be honest, I really don't care who wins this game. I really don't. It doesn't affect me too much. Technically, PSG's got half the Portuguese national team, and also I'd like a new winner, to be honest. Like, I gotta be real, I would prefer Arsenal to win over PSG, just because they've got the, you know, someone new. You know, but PSG's also got, you know, some Portuguese players. So, again, sort of a nifty there. It's going to be a free kick for Declan Rice immediately. You know, already a free kick for Arsenal. If you guys don't know how these football streams work as well, I do commentate the entire match. I had a headphone on there because of the audio at the very start. But Rice is going to send the free kick in, and Incampier is going to sort of just not touch that whatsoever. You know, of course, the incident. Shout out him, Campier, with that, you know, revealing incident. Doing good. I was streaming myself playing Bowser's Inside Story. Oh, nice, Ahmed. Nice. That sounds great. And we need a break from MSM. Yeah, break from MSM time to time as well. You know, exactly. Smash the like. But yeah, also in these streams, you can ask me anything. It doesn't have to be football related whatsoever. You can ask me stuff. I might just not answer a question immediately just because of the commentation, but you can ask me whatever you want, and I will try and answer as long as it's, you know, appropriate for the stream. But yeah. And hi, Stephen. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. I saw you in the pre-stream. W's, man. And this is going to be now Havertz over to Odegaard, just missing it. Arne Slot sacked, by the way. You can't believe how happy I am. And I'm not even a Liverpool fan. I just genuinely hate that guy. You know, like, I just dislike him. You know, sometimes you just hate people. And, you know, Arne Slot's one of those guys that I just absolutely hate. And please do a sticker album stream, like MSM sticker album. I don't think that's possible. Like, that would not be possible to do. Jackson sticker album takes a lot of time to complete, and doing it in one stream would require me to have at least 50k to 60k gems. So, and I'd have to be very lucky. So, no, I wouldn't be able to do that, unfortunately. And finally on Dino, finally YT on Dino, W's, PK, welcome stream. Hope you're doing good. Sorry, I took a while to read that. And I don't watch football, so I don't know who to pick. Any. It's, you know, this is probably the match you want to start watching football from, or you can start watching football from the World Cup. I feel like the World Cup is the best place to start if you haven't watched football before. And of course, we're going to be covering the entire World Cup. We will be streaming MSM during the World Cup, so don't worry. It will continue as normal. You know, MSM streams every day. We'd actually do more MSM during the World Cup, I think. There'll be more streams during it, like maybe 4 to 5 streams per day you can expect there. So, you know, don't quote me on it, but there will be a lot more. And is it because you lose versus Liverpool? Dino, is that why? No. It's because Arne Slot's just the worst manager I've ever seen in my life. Like, not even joking. Genuinely think he is the worst manager ever to exist. And I took your advice and I joined to watch some football. W's, Stephen. Yeah, W's. Of course, you know, can't watch it on the channel, unfortunately. You know, I'll commentate it, but you can watch it, of course, on TNT Sports is the place to watch it, of course, as well. Bein Sports is another one. I do think they're actually providing it free on some broadcasts. I don't know which ones, but some of them are free, so as far as I'm knowledgeable, so yeah. And your internet's fixed. W, Stephen. And to be honest, Atletico versus Bayern would have been a little more entertaining. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I just don't feel like Bayern deserved to be in the final. I actually got to be real. I don't think Bayern or PSG deserved to be in the final with their performance in that second leg of the semi-finals there. It was actually pretty atrocious performance from both of them. I know a lot of people were glazing them, saying they were doing really good, but I got to be real. You know, structure-wise, they were awful. They were actually awful, both of them. They just kept slopping the ball up, and the referee performance was atrocious as well. I would prefer to see, you know, a team that actually, you know, played well in a, you know, a leg to get to the final, you know. But yeah, even Arsenal's kind of jagged their way a little bit through. They were definitely great in terms of defense-wise. Attacking-wise, yeah, maybe got slightly, you know, a couple of things lucky there, not, you know, referee calls. I saw some people saying referee calls for Arsenal were lucky. Like, what the heck is that? You know, in the league there, I definitely think Arsenal have been one of the most unlucky sides in terms of reviews over the past years. So definitely I don't agree with that sort of thing. Fast breakaway here for Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz on a breakaway. He might be able to finish it. He does, and it's a goal for Arsenal already. 5 minutes in, and they score a goal. Wow. Wow, Kai Havertz scores 1-0. Arsenal getting closer to their first ever Champions League. It's really, really good goal as well. What a finish by Kai Havertz there. He absolutely slams that one in, like actually just smashes it in top corner. What an insane finish. Wow. 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 What a finish. That is a crazy goal there by Kai Havertz. Bro gets on a solo run, absolutely bombards it straight into the top corner of the goal. And it's a goal in 6 minutes. Goal, 6 minutes, and it is assist by... Is that an assist? But I don't even know who that's an assist by. I think it's a deflection off of Odegaard, to be honest. I mean, it's either Rice or Odegaard deflecting that. But yeah, what a goal. What a goal. It's a Trossard deflection. Okay. Assist, Trossard. Do we give an assist? Don't know, but I'll put it on there. Assist, Trossard. Kai Havertz goal. Absolutely slams it past Safanov. Don't know why they're playing Safanov as the starting keeper in the final. Got to be real there. Probably a bad choice. Would have played Chevalier. He's definitely a much more quality keeper than Safanov. Again, no disrespect to Safanov. I think he's great, but just not the same quality as Chevalier. I think he's been having a better season. And hi, Slonners. Welcome stream. Hope you're doing good. And Arsenal probably lose. I mean, you know, 1-0 up early on here is actually very good. It is very good, especially against a side like PSG. And, you know, Arsenal very defensively sound, and I definitely think they haven't been sloppy. So, you know, this is sort of great to see that, you know, Arsenal get a goal early on. That's what they needed in this game. I feel like if they didn't get that early goal, I feel like they would have struggled against PSG's, you know, press continually going on and on. You know, PSG have actually scored, I think, the most goals in the Champions League so far. And that was Kai Havertz, I think, 6th goal in the Champions League. I don't know. I didn't see the record there just straight exactly. Don't I think there's a big delay in the stream? No, there isn't a big delay. It's I stream the match slightly behind, and that is because I don't get lag. So if I stream the match exactly on time, it's going to have some lag there. So unfortunately, this is the best I can do. Same with the World Cup. I will have to stream just a little bit behind, just so we can not get lag. Of course, I would, you know, prefer no spoilers, but, you know, I'll try and, you know, especially for the World Cup later stages after the group stage, I'll try and make it so that we're almost on time exactly, like we're very close. And I only see 2 of your OG fans. Yeah, PK, we got a lot more audience for other stuff now besides football, hence why the football stream sort of dropped off a little bit, though I'd love to do them in the future. But, you know, what I noticed with growth on YouTube, the best thing to do is, like, if you look at Speed, for example, he played NBA 2K literally every day for like 2 years, and then he utilized NBA 2K audience to then go and expand onto other stuff, right? So that's why I sort of am feeling like, you know, I'm going to try and do that with MSM. You know, MSM do that, grind that up, and then we can, you know, reward us by allowing us to grind some other stuff, and eventually, you know, we'll find everyone for everything, you know, if you get what I'm saying here. My live's a little bit behind of Dino. I see. Well, that's pretty good. You know, if the live's slightly behind, then you can be like on match with me. I think I'm like probably 20 seconds behind-ish. Very good goal to get early on, though. Once again, Kai Havertz slammed that one. Like, Dino literally gave me the spoiler of, oh, wow. I actually gave a spoiler. I mean, fair enough. That doesn't usually happen. Smash like for things. I actually didn't like the stream up on my own account, so that's kind of crazy. So, you know, just gonna do that right now. Okay, I can't believe there was a goal already. But, you know, people actually saying Arsenal was going to score, you know, very late into this game, or, you know, 1 goal max. But yeah, getting an early goal like that is very good for them. And Dino, how are you doing with the new sticker album? I haven't really made too much progress on it, Steven. I've sort of been, waiting for the stream tomorrow, but you'll see the progress tomorrow. Haven't unlocked anything just yet. Just a couple of stickers there, here and there. And why are they holding the balls with their hands? Isn't it called football? They pick up the ball basically when there's a free kick or something, Tara, and also when the goalkeeper can pick up the ball because they're the goalkeeper. Their whole job is to save, whereas the regular players aren't allowed to touch it unless it's a free kick. Then they can place the ball in position. The referee can also pick up the ball if there's a foul or something like that. Position it correctly. And hi, It Be Franklin. Welcome, stream. Hope you're doing good. And I actually thought that Arsenal would score first. I actually didn't think that. I thought PSG would score first, and then I thought Arsenal would get 2 goals into this game. I did predict Arsenal win, just because I think PSG were too sloppy in the quarterfinals, and, they're being kind of average this season in the league. I got to say, compared to their, default expectations, they are sort of not as good as they were. So definitely, I did predict Arsenal to win this one. I think 2-1 was a fair scoreline. I don't think they keep the clean sheet here. Just because I think PSG's attack's good enough, but it might go 1-1 and then they might get 2-1 like later into the second half here. And hi Bartolo, welcome stream. I hope you're doing good. Looking amazing as always. Thanks. W's. And okay, Dino, bye. I might tune in again. Fix the hole in the wallet. Yes, fix the hole in the wallet. Yep, exactly. Vitinha, now over to Nuno Mendes. And it's only 4 days until my birthday. I don't know why I held up a 4 days. So W's then. We'll be doing a stream then. I don't know what we'll stream actually on the day. I got to see. Maybe there'll be an MSM update since it is on a Wednesday, I believe. So they could do an update actually. So might do that. Lewis Skelly, nice defense there. Just giving the ball to Kvaratskhelia. Very, very sloppy there from Gabriel and Lewis Skelly. They almost just straight up gave the ball away to, PSG for a free goal. That was really important to come in there and take that tackle. Raya's giving them compliments there. That was really, really solid from Arsenal there to defend up. And 1-1 this half, 2-1 PSG win. Fair enough, Sherry. It's basically opposite of what I said. There's a kick straight out there by Fabian Ruiz. Far post, he just kicks it straight out. And hi, Abrima. Shout out for being Titanium T-Rex. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Also forgot to shout at CDF for being Titanium T-Rex. Welcome to stream as well. And I'm taking a break from your stream. Okay, sure. W's. Good luck with your stream, Abrima. And liked your stream, the 7th one. So, W's lost love. Thanks for liking the stream. Appreciate you. And welcome to stream as well. And you're eating pelmeni. What the heck is that, Sonners? I've never heard of that before. I mean, it might be goated. So, I need to hear the recommendations. Is it good? Raya, straight down. Kai Havertz is playing basically left wing at this point. He's running on. No one's handling this guy. He is actually just going through. Marquinhos finally gets the ball off him, but he is actually breaking the line. Smart choice by Arteta for once. He actually did a smart choice of playing the right player in the right position. Instead of playing Gyökeres, playing Kai Havertz in that role. And he actually did score Kai Havertz for Chelsea in the Champions League final a while back, actually, I believe. I think it was him. So, that's another Champions League final goal. Very, very fitting. He moves over to the red side of London and he, commits the same sort of act there, which is great. And I'll see you later. I'll chat on Discord. Yeah, sure, Jackson. No probs. Fast break there for Fabian Ruiz. He tries to take a shot there against Raya, and Raya just had that covered. Goes out for a goal kick. And this is tight. Yeah, W's. Yeah, this is a good match to actually start watching football from. A lot of passion will be put into this one. Again, as well, World Cup. If you start the World Cup from day one, you watch all the World Cup games with me, or as many as you can, you'll see how good football is as a sport. And I promise you, after the World Cup, you'll be watching it just regularly. Like that's how good the World Cup is. It like straight up converts people into football fans. That's why, the World Cup is the best sporting event ever. Cameron donated £500. Let's go. So W's Cameron. So W's £500. And Arsenal better not win both Premier League and Champions League. Hope this isn't offensive. I mean, to be honest, I'm being neutral commentation here, but, everyone can have a preference of who they want to win and stuff. Again, I personally would rather them win this just because I don't want to, back-to-back for PSG, just because of Real Madrid's record. I don't want to, risk the three-peat potentially happening here. So, I prefer sort of a new winner. But also the fact that PSG has a lot of the Portuguese players. So I hope they do good in this match. And they do, get solid performances before the World Cup starts. We also got pre-World Cup friendly, I think, coming up for Portugal. I don't have the game exactly. Let me just check. By the way, in terms of World Cup friendly, Scotland beat Curaçao 4-1 there, so that's pretty interesting. Portugal play, Saudi play Ecuador tomorrow at 2:30 a.m. Not watching that one, unfortunately. Let's go take a look. I really want to see which team we're playing. Are we playing a friendly? I swear we are. Spain's playing a friendly. Portugal versus Chile, 8:45 p.m. on Saturday, June 6th. Okay, so we are. Fair enough. There we go. There we go. So we are playing a friendly. Arsenal fans about to put Saka over prime Ronaldo now. That's crazy. I've seen some of the take there. Actually, is crazy. Arsenal wins PL and CL. Ronaldo wins SPL and World Cup. It's all patented. I mean, to be honest, if Ronaldo won the World Cup, that would genuinely be the greatest moment on the streams ever. I feel like, nothing could beat me streaming the World Cup final and beating, seeing Ronaldo win the World Cup. Like, that would be, I would show you the World Cup final. If that happened, I would let you see the screen. I don't care about copyright. I would show you it. It's that good. And hi, Benorian. Shout out. Welcome to stream. It's been a while, man. And, I support Arsenal. We're going to win the Premier and Champions League. Yeah, I know. W's Benorian. Well done. Arsenal this season as well. They've definitely proved themselves. I definitely feel like a lot of haters unnecessarily hating them as well. They haven't really done anything here that's been bad. Like, I feel like, defensive play is very important. Defense wins you titles. That's a very common saying, and it's been proven right here. You can have a good defense, and you can definitely win, a lot of matches, and that's how they win a lot of matches, And, I just got epic candelabra, epic gobbledygourd, and rare gobbledygourd, and Saka handballs the ball almost straight up in the box there. What the heck was that by Saka, man? He might actually cost them a penalty here if the referee goes and reviews that one. That does not look good for Saka, man. He just don't know what he's doing. He sort of just kicks the ball straight up into his hand. Now, it might be unintentional. I think that's what's going to be gone here for. But that definitely did look like a handball there. And hi for new return. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Odegaard in the fast break. I'll finish that message in a second, Fiddle. And it's going to be caught up by Safanov there. Just gets a nice catch and palm to it. And, you got so epic candelabra, epic gobbledygourd, rare gobbly, and expecting epic bazinga. That is really good. And what do I mean about new Fire Island tomorrow? Potentially, there is a new Fire Island coming to the game, or there is a new content for Dawn of Fire, like a new island in Dawn of Fire. And that is because when we watched the MSM live, I got shouted out on it first of all, but second of all, you would see it there. So I recommend rewatching the end part of the MSM live. And send him off? Nah, that's not a red card for Saka. Like, are we being real? Are we being for real? Mosquera just doesn't know how to touch the ball for his life. It's going to be thrown here for PSG. Not great. He is a makeshift right back, so I'll give him a bit of leeway here, but you should be able to touch the ball like that, Mosquera. I've got to be real here. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz. Now over to Marquinhos. I definitely would love to see, a goal thriller game. That's sort of what I'm hoping for here. Now, we are watching Arsenal, so, it might not happen. And, Arsenal fans even know that themselves, but because their defense is really good. But, if we did get a goal thriller, that would be really good. And hi, Jackson. Welcome back. Please no spamming, man. And Prime Saka, they said. Prime Saka was last. Saka this season, a lot of people have been, when I see Saka being glazed this season, right? Wrong season to glaze. Same, I feel like, the problem here is that they picked the wrong players at the wrong time. I would be personally saying a lot more good about, Gabriel. I feel like he gets a lot of praise, and he should be, getting a lot of praise. I feel like that Madueke actually doesn't get enough praise that he did when he came in and went and, sort of replaced Saka for that period. But Saka this season has not been great. Saka last season was great. Saka the season before was great. Saka this season has not been great. So, them saying he carried them to the title this season, I saw a comment like that. He did not carry you to the title this season. That would be a combination of a whole team effort. But I think Raya and his performance as the goalkeeper for me is personally Arsenal's best player of the entire season. A lot of people say Declan Rice. I feel like Raya should be getting more credit than he does. Golden Glove stats, whatever. He might have slightly less saves than the other keepers, but just his positional gameplay, his awareness as a goalkeeper has definitely improved over the last 3 seasons, and I feel like he's been a very phenomenal player, going into this season, and he's really, should be starting for Spain. I know he's not going to. They're going to play Unai Simon for some weird reason. Very obsessed with that guy, but, good job, Spain. Play Unai Simon. Play the worst keeper. Good job, Spain. But yeah, I feel like he's very undercredited, underrated. And Dino, why are you still Ronaldo and froze him on your background? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I did capture Ronaldo. He's now the statue permanently on my, set up there. You know, Ronaldo staying in the back. And finally, you're not behind. W's, Rishan. And hi, Eiley. Welcome to stream. Wow, you changed your name. The Kuwaiti boy, Eiley. When's MC today? MC will be after the Champions League final. So once the Champions League final's over, we'll do a sort of a little bit of a post-match analysis, might have a bit of water, and then we'll go into the bit of Minecraft, maybe like 30 minutes of it. I didn't expect to do too much. Tomorrow we are going back into the thing of MSM, and then we also will be doing a bit of Fortnite the day after, so we'll do MSM and then a bit of Fort after that as well, so that's some things you can predict there. And hold up, what happened to the tortoise? I got new enclosure for it. It's over there. I don't want to turn the cam just because my room's a little bit messy, but I can bring it over at like halftime. I'll bring the tortoise. Not a problem. But yeah, it's doing good. It's doing very good, actually. And this is going to be a good touch and control there by Kai Havertz, just losing the ball to Fabian Ruiz and João Neves. Just a little bit of high press there. Good header away by Gabriel, straight out. It's going to be a throw-in here for Hakimi. And yeah, Mr. Orjordan, W's Orjordan. I actually think Orjordan's a girl, to be honest, so, you know, misses, I guess. And trailer for full MC stream when? There is, at the moment, not going to be a full MC stream, as far as I'm concerned, just because, as I said, stuff that doesn't get the same viewership as, you know, some of the other, if MC got, you know, same viewership as MSM, I'd give it more priority, but you know, I have to sort of prioritize what does and what people want to watch and don't. Unfortunately, you like majority wise, which is, you know, for me, I wish I didn't have to, but I have to, you know, as a, you know, to grow on YouTube and to eventually do more stuff. So that's why I'm putting Minecraft at the end of an MSM stream. Why are you calling him it? No, it's a girl, I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm actually not too sure if it's a boy or a girl. I think it's a girl, though, as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, yeah, I think it's like the shell length and the nail length. You can tell if it is a female tortoise. But yeah, please don't stream Portugal matches, bro. We might actually win if you don't. Sherry, we won the Nations League and I streamed the matches, you goofball. Like, what? We won the Al Nassr season. The season I started streaming Al Nassr, we won. Like, I know I went to the games in person, but I streamed majority of the games we did win. So, you know, you know, you should be more worried that I'm not actually attending the matches. You know, if I attended, we might actually win. Like, we won every match I attended, by the way, this season. A little fun fact. Every match we won, I attended. Just about. You can't escape it. Java server is coming soon. Your birthday is in 5. Yeah, I know, Bartolo. I know. And worry not. I have 1 million Minecraft points. Fair enough. Okay. W rage baiter. Sherry's just the worst rage baiter I've ever seen in my life. High press from Dembele, just trying to get the ball here. Ray is just going to do a bit of time wasting already. Just slams the ball down the field. 22nd minute we have just reached, and we have, you know, 1-0 for Arsenal there. Kai Havertz, of course, assisted by Trossard, though they didn't register the assist there on the official FootMob application, but Kai Havertz did do a brilliant finish there into the top right corner from a very, very tight angle. That was a very, very tight angle. Don't want to understate how good that goal was. That was an amazing solo goal there. And I have 1 million power in Rise of King. I have 1 million power in Rise of Kingdoms. Now I can steal all your friends and family. Mosquera is going to take a throw in here. Does the MC server support crossplay? Yeah, it's Bedrock. It's Bedrock. It is 100% crossplay. And yeah, I'll send the link to the server in the description afterwards when we get to it. And it's going to be a cooling break at the moment here. Cooling break for both teams. Arteta's going to give a team talk here to the players. Luis Enrique also going to give one to the PSG players. I was looking back at the 2022 World Cup recently. I didn't even realize Luis Enrique was the coach of Spain. Like, just straight up forgot that he was, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, they got limbed really early. Hopefully they get limbed pretty early into this World Cup. I got to be real here. I really do hope so. It will be the best if they do. Same with Argentina. We need them to get out by the round of 32, like straight up. Round of 32, round of 16. They need to be gone from the tournament. And also, I don't even know what Vidly videos to do at this point. I might have to make something random. Sure, yeah, absolutely. Showing the goal here again. Kai Havertz absolutely slams the ball in there. What a ball. What a goal. Shoots it with his left foot, just straight above the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper did not expect that. That's actually poor goalkeeping from Safanov there. Should have kept his hands up. Should have, you know, reached up and actually caught that one. But nah, he didn't do that. and it just went straight in. Do you know where I can watch the real match? You can watch the real match, TNT Sports 1. You can also watch it on Bein Sports, and I believe, here, I'll give you the full channels list here. Stan Sports 9 Network, RTV, Plays La Liga TV by M Plus Liga de Campeones, Movistar Plus Plus, La 1 TVE, Orange Football on, M Plus Liga de Campeones, HDR, TNT Sports 1, TNT Sports Ultimate, HBO Max UK, Bein Sports Connect, TOD, Bein Sports HD2, Bein Sports HD3, Bein Sports English, Bein Sports English 2, Fubbo Sports, VIX, Univision, CBS, DAZN US, Paramount Plus US, and TUDN. And that is not including half of the countries as well. So, you know, there's all of them. And this is you, Dino. Why am I? No, I'm not a bone, bro. Okay, really? How bro felt after saying that? What? I'm helping. Okay. Kai Havertz to Saka. Saka just absolutely fumbling the ball there. It does win a throw in, though. Again, Saka not really on form this season, I gotta say. You know, probably wouldn't start him in the World Cup. Probably wouldn't for England. Not really my starting choice player. You know, I don't really care who England start, to be honest, as long as they lose. You know, as long as any of those countries lose, I mean, you know, people complain about Tuchel, you know, good. Tuchel can throw with them as much as they want. You know, I mean, on a perspective-wise, if I'm being non-biased, I do think Tuchel actually called up the wrong players there. Saka giving a cross in, and it's almost a goal. Wow, that was really good from him, though. Like, as much as I said he wasn't doing something good there, he actually did an absolute gem there and sent the cross going in. Safonov with a head injury, studs to head probably here from Trossard, it looks like. That doesn't look great. Selling Donnarumma was like selling De Gea for Onana. I know exactly. They actually threw PSG selling Donnarumma. They'd like just give him the contract. Ooh, studs on head there by Trossard. And I think Nuno Mendes might have stood on Safonov's hand. Bro got absolutely bashed up. Marquinhos also kneed him in the head too. Wow, he got hit like 3 times there by multiple people. That is crazy. Dino, why your game chair is a hat? This is my beanie. I can wear the beanie. There we go. Come on, Arsenal, we're bringing it home. Arsenal could bring it home now. It's possible now, especially with how PSG's playing. It looks like Chevalier might actually come on here, which actually is a good thing for PSG because I think it was a very bad choice to start Safonov in a Champions League final. I would have 100% started Chevalier for this game. 100%. FNAF reference? Fair enough. Generally can't find any of the channels mentioned. Been watching game simulations. Oh, it's a game simulator. Okay, fair enough. Like those FC ones. I mean, those ones are all pretty popular channels. I don't know where you are, Terra. If you know, if you tell me like your general country, like not exactly where you are, but like your country, I can tell you channels for your country. Yeah. Mane was actually given a red card for this in the Super Cup. Yeah, Mane was given a red card for this, actually. There's not really a touch. It's a little scrape. Mane was given a red card for this sort of thing. I mean, are they going to give a card? I don't know. I actually don't think they will. But yeah, I mean, this is, you know, sort of a little bit of a risky thing, especially you don't know what's going to happen when that, you know, Travis Scott is in the building there as well, I believe. I think that's Travis Scott, who... He supports Arsenal. I don't know. Supports PSG. I don't know. He supports one of them, maybe. Arsene Weger's there, though. I know he supports. I think Luis Figo's sitting next to him, actually. We got Roberto Martinez in attendance, too. My goat. Man, you better win the World Cup. I actually heard rumors Jorge Jesus might be switching with Roberto Martinez before the World Cup. Jorge Jesus could be managing Portugal during the World Cup. That is a very high chance possibility. Like, not high chance, but there's a chance of that happening, by the way. Fun fact. Yes, Travis Scott's in the stadium, PK, yes. But yeah, Jorge Jesus could be switching with Roberto Martinez. So Roberto Martinez might go and manage Al Nassr, and Jorge Jesus might manage Portugal. So, you know, I wouldn't mind it. But Roberto has had time with the teams, you know, a little bit longer, so I probably would trust him over it. Not just bring in Jesus, but, you know, Jesus is goated, so, I mean, regardless. And how's your streams been lately? They've been great, Benorian. Got shouted out by a game company. Reached, you know, on average for the previous week, 60 people on the streams, which is great. You know, of course, an MSM streams, not football streams. But yeah, we've been doing great so far on the streams. And as well, hello, I am Jackson. W's Jalquin. Okay. Jackson's alt, or is that like, I don't know. No, Roberto Martinez and Al Nassr, please. I actually don't want Roberto Martinez and Al Nassr either. I would prefer Jesus to Portugal but not Roberto Martinez to Al Nassr. I would want Pep to Al Nassr. Pep to Al Nassr is very high chance as well. Again, just a fun fact there as well. It's possible. The possibilities of coaches so far was Fulham's coach, current coach, Roberto Martinez, Pep, and another two. I think there's a coach for like some other club. I can't remember. Another one. What are the requirements to get mod in this channel? Not asking for mod is the main requirement. And, you know, attending a lot of streams, being a good person, not, you know, having to be timed out / messages deleted. Conte to Al Nassr, here we go. I swear, if we actually got an Italian manager, I would cry. I'm not even joking. I would go in the stadium with my season ticket next season, and I would cry. I will go up to the bench, and I'll pitch invade. I'll actually pitch invade. Headed clear by Gabriel there. Nice clearance header from PSG's corner going in. PSG's cross. There's a down player in the box there. Is that Nuno Mendes? Oh, no. Please don't be injured, Nuno, man. Please. We actually do need you. Please don't be injured, bro. I swear, if Arsenal player actually injured Nuno, I actually would want Arsenal to lose. I'm not even joking. If Nuno's injured because of them, I would want them straight up to lose. The ref's saying play on with a guy literally down in the box, by the way. Another dive in the box by PSG. There's two players just straight up down. Hincapié clears the ball. Referee is not pausing for Nuno down on the floor here. He is holding his leg. Can we get the game paused so we can actually see if this guy's okay? Like, why are we still playing? Ref is actually telling them to play on still. What in the... Man, this ref is awful. What is this guy doing? Oh, it's this guy. Daniel Serbert. Oh, man. Bro, he's very average of a referee. How in the world are we still playing on when Nuno Mendes is down on the floor there? Like, are we being real? Doué gets a clean tackle there. I got to be real, that is a clean tackle on Doué. But Nuno Mendes, like, I don't think it's a foul. Just, he's down injured. You stop the match. You know, he's invading space in the box when they're trying to play. You know, he's taking up space there. Like, what is that? Terrible call. He's okay. Okay. It looks like he's okay. I mean, you know, even if he's diving, at least pause the game after the ball goes out the box the first time. Dino, why are you not a dinosaur? I don't know. I guess, you know, I slowly evolved over the 65 million years since we went extinct. You know, I'm actually a 65-year-old being. Little fun fact there. And Dino, MSM just released a video on their AC any MSM content creator can join the curator, the group where MPG, Nova, MSM, etc. And they say if you get in, you get a lot of goodies to produce more content. So what do I do, Fiddle? Because I would love to join that. I mean, I've never seen I don't even know what the heck that is, to be honest. I don't know. I haven't been a creator in MSM space for long. I guess, you know, I've been playing the game for 13 years, but I still have never heard of that before. This is going to be now Dembele. Oh, is that where they get given, like, free diamonds and stuff? Air conditioning. Fabian Ruiz. Goldbridge must be calling out Maguire for this disgrace right now. Maguire should have got called up to the World Cup, by the way, just on the point of Maguire. Terrible decision by that coach. Man's bringing up John Stones with no full starts in the entire season, and he's keeping Maguire out. Like, that is awful. Awful decision. And then how am I breathing? I evolved to breathe. I evolved to be a lunged mammal. This is going to be Vitinha. Now over to Fabian Ruiz. Now over to Kvaratskhelia. He really has to show off for this game if PSG want to get back into it. So far, Arsenal look like they've put the game to, you know, honestly, to sleep here, to be honest. Like, there has not really been a single threat in this game for Arsenal besides that one chance before where Nuno went down the box. Because, like, I've been talking about other stuff. I haven't been really full commentating the game. That's how little threat there's been at the moment. You know, sort of when I focus in on the game, that's sort of when you know there's something about to happen soon. It's the time 3:35 at the Creator Month video. Okay, I will take a look at it after the at the halftime fiddle. Okay, you can walk me through how to join because I'd love to join that. Not because of the free stuff, but just because, you know, just because I can. Dino's beanie be like a rock. Yeah, there you go. There, it doesn't look like a rock now. And 28 minutes or so since the last goal. This is hype. I mean, this is usually how it is in football, to be honest. First-time watchers, you know, sometimes it can be a 0-0. Sometimes it actually can be no goals. So, you know, it's sometimes like that. Sometimes you can get 6 or 5 goals per side, so it'll be 6-5 final score. Sometimes It's not as frequent to get big scorelines, but, all I can say is that, football, even though it's a low-scoring game, there's so much tension in it, it's just a tension-filled game. And very close chance there. Declan Rice clears that one out. Nuno Mendes puts in a beautiful cross. Saka just gives a throw in for PSG there. There's a ball on the field. Arteta actually might have kicked the ball on the field there. He's getting told by the fourth official to step back. And hi, Kulpango. Welcome stream. Hope you're doing good. No, Dembele, what was that dive? Yeah, PSG diving a little bit, to be honest, in this game. I got to say, they are diving for the pens. I know people are going to latch onto that as well. Arsenal haters will latch onto that and say, Dembele, PSG should have got a lot of pens there. There's a lot of diving going on by these chumps. I got to be real. They are just straight up falling. It says all the things to do. Okay, Fiddle. I'll do that halftime then, I guess. Why not? I should be eligible, right? Should I be able to join Fiddle? Do you think? It's possible. What are the rules here specifically? This is going to be Pacho, Fabian Ruiz. Now over to just give it away to Declan Rice. He's not even passing to anyone. João Neves heavy pressing Rice. Rice just absolutely keeping him pocketed there. Good crossover by Mosquera to Saka. Saka's going to get marked up by Nuno Mendes. Gets completely fouled to the floor. And that's going to be a free kick for Arsenal. That was a foul by Nuno. Can't be doing that to Yamal Nuno in the World Cup here, okay, bro? You need to go back into prime Nuno from Nations League. Its legacy is so I think, okay, I guess. Its legacy is another creator. I thought you meant the legacy of it, but no, that doesn't even make sense. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. So what's the type of things you can get from it as well? I just want to know more about it, to be honest. It sounds interesting. Smash like. It's going to be a free kick here for Arsenal. Potential to put the game to bed. I got to say, if they score here, they could put the game to bed. This could be done. They get a set-piece goal here, they're done. I think this game's over with 2-0. I honestly think it. Rice crosses it in. Header! It's off target. That was a good set-piece there by Arsenal. That was actually a very phenomenal cross by Rice. It was perfectly in. Gabriel should have headed that a little bit better. Fabian Ruiz getting pulled down. That actually might be a free kick for PSG. I think it is inside the box. Arsenal will be breaking bones with corner. They actually are. They're just straight up pummel people. Kai Havertz got a touch on that. That's not great. Free diamonds, food coins, maybe seeing the other creators' voices to voice. I see. Okay. Fair enough. I'll apply then, I guess. Why not? Vitinha wins the ball. Fast breakaway for PSG. It's a 3v3. Now 3v4. Rice gets in there on Vitinha. Dembele taking a shot. He is blocked up absolutely by Gabriel. Headed away by Saliba. And slammed away by Trossard. Just absolutely cleared the ball. Kai Havertz trying to hold up. Trossard's got the ball here. He's got some skills. He absolutely pockets Vitinha. This is not looking great if Vitinha's fumbling this bad in this match. I got to be real here. So far, bro has done absolutely nothing. And, we need him to provide for the World Cup. Let's just hope he's saving the energy for the World Cup, Let's just hope that's the case. And you get MSM support and Big Blue Bubble support. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I'll apply. Hopefully they, don't hate me because I dislike Crystal Islet, though. I mean, MPG dislike Crystal Islet, so, hopefully that's not the case. Saliba's skilling in there. He's skilled into right wing. Actually got a good pass off from Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is absolutely pulled down to the floor. Advantage played. It's going to be over to Hincapie. Now to Trossard, skilling a little bit. Now all the way back to Gabriel. Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly starting in the final, by the way, is crazy, but especially since he barely started this season. So, coming into the final as a starter is very phenomenal for him. Well done to him. And why does every team hate Arsenal? It's not. Yeah, I don't know why. Actually. It's kind of strange. Even, fans saying that old stuff, it's banter, and the fact people take it seriously, it's just really strange, in my opinion. People hate Arsenal fans, not the team, to be honest. I mean, even the fans, all teams have that. Barca fans, to be honest, I find more unbearable than Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans saying Saka's better than Ronaldo. It's whatever. It's so goofy that it's, just stupid. But, then Barca fans actually got some degenerate takes straight up in their, system right there. So, it's one or the other. Here we go. João Neves. Hey, Dino, you cooked on the lines for the World Cup 26 song. Sound like you woke up at 3 a.m., but it was fine. Yeah, I technically did do that when I woke up straight away. That was the first thing I did when I woke up. So, I appreciate it while it happens. If you want me to re-record, I can. It's totally fine. I thought I did pretty okay. Maybe it just needed a little bit of harmonizing. Maybe you could auto-tune me a little bit, I guess. I don't know if you know how to do that. Vitinha. You can also design banners, Discord emotes, and decors in the MSM Creator Contest. Ah, okay. Maybe we should design like a costume for T-Rox, like a DinoDoomz costume for T-Rox. That'd be really cool. One of you guys could even design it. I'll submit it, and then I'll tell them to make it under your name or something like that. If that ever happened, that'd be great. Gabriel, and it's going to be cleared out by Gabriel. I don't know why I said him nice twice there. Nice. I don't know what I'm saying. Hakimi fouls Kai Havertz on the side there. Kai Havertz a little bit of diving. Might actually be a potential yellow card for Hakimi there. I do think he actually did a little bit of a struggle with Kai Havertz there. We'll have to see what the referee says here. I think it's just going to be a throw-in for PSG. I've got to be real. Atletico trolling Barca is P. I know. I'm so happy. Finally, Barca getting exposed. Yeah, Hakimi kind of just, puts his, hand in his neck, actually. It's kind of not great from Hakimi there. I mean, Kai Havertz is kind of being a bit annoying. I got to say, that's kind of stupid. It reminds me of Balahi versus Ronaldo. That, saw a similar situation. Like Hakimi's hairstyle, by the way. Really nice hairstyle. Okay, this is going to be back to Hakimi. He's just going to hold the ball up straight to Pacho. Now to Vitinha. Nuno plays very high up the field, I noticed as well. Fabian Ruiz, he's almost playing like a striker at this point, Nuno, actually, to be honest. He's playing like left wing, and Kvaratskhelia is playing left wing back, which is crazy. This is going to be Fabian Ruiz again. Vitinha. I swear the only time I say Fabian Ruiz's name is when I'm watching PSG. I never say it when we're watching Spain, ever. But, I guess, I just forget about him. Fabian Ruiz now crossing into João Neves. It's going to be cleared back down all the way to him again. And now it's going to be over to Nuno Mendes. Never trust an Atletico fan. They hate Madrid way more than any other. Pray for our downfall. Yeah, I know they do. They do. But I do kind of glad that the admin of Atletico was trolling them so hard. Like that, to be honest, I appreciate that from them. Read your monument, sure, Sands. But Dino, I literally published a song with the EP. Now we wait for a... Okay, fair enough. Well, there's no turning back now. Okay, this is going to be Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Almost half-time. 4 minutes until possible... I think 2 minutes additional time might be the case here. I mean, Safanov injury was, about 2 minutes. Don't think it's going to be too much additional. It's going to be a throw-in for PSG. They're going to quickly take this one. It's going to be thrown to Vitinha there by Marquinhos. It's now going to be Vitinha just holding the ball up. We need him to perform for the World Cup. Like, we need these, these Portuguese brothers to perform for the World Cup. Except for Goncalo, I really couldn't care less about him. But the other ones we do need to perform. So, I'm not going to wish him bad in this game. Same with, I mean, again, I personally prefer Arsenal to win just so we don't get a double back-to-back PSG Champions League, because that sort of puts Real Madrid's record at threat here. Hence why I'm sort of going for them. But again, don't really want our PSG brothers to do bad. Our Portuguese brothers. And I'm going to take a W break from this watching the stream. No props, Alex. All good. W's. Yeah, it's going to be a halftime break anyway in a sec. So, I'll be on a break too. Trying to join that MSM content thing, whatever the heck that is. Still, Kvaratskhelia. Take a little bit of a turn there. Pass it to Fabian Ruiz. Now over to Nuno Mendes. Nuno getting in. He's running in there. It's what he does best. It's cleared by Arsenal, and just not the best clearance there from Arsenal at all. It's going to be a goal kick. I think it's slight deflection, or it might have just gone straight out by the PSG player. I thought they deflected it out by accident, but let's take a look here again. So Nuno runs in, just crosses it, and it's going to be, just straight out. And Nicole, you're going to leave because you're being annoyed. I have not seen a single one of your comments, Nicole. I've not... Oh, the ones that... The ones that got deleted, I'm guessing that's draw at first of all. Sans deleted them, so I did not see them whatsoever, Nicole. Sorry about that. Sans deleted the comments. Just reminds me of PSG versus Chelsea. Actually, very similar match, to be honest. PSG were getting outclassed by Chelsea in the Club World Cup final. Definitely a similar feeling here. Of course, we did stream that too. We streamed the whole Club World Cup, and we're going to stream the whole World Cup. And hey, Dino, have you seen the dinosaur tournament in the late Cretaceous 70 million years ago? Yes, I have seen that tournament. I was actually a part of it. In fact, I came third place. I was really good in that tournament, to be honest. They won't be able to handle this relentless pressure. From PSG, you think Arsenal won't be able to handle it? I mean, I think they will. I honestly think they will. I think this is going to play out, I'm looking at this game more. It actually looks more like a draw. I'm not even joking. It genuinely looks like this is going to go to extra time. It's going to be 1-1. That's what I'm thinking here. But, you know, they are not getting outclassed here, though. 20% ball possession for Arsenal. Yeah, 20% ball possession, but same thing, you know, if you looked at the Chelsea versus PSG game, it didn't matter about ball possession. It's mattered about, you know, the chances taken, just, you know, what they do with the ball. And PSG's doing absolutely nothing with the ball here. I got to be real. They've had minimal chances. They're sending balls to space. Like, I mean, Dembele just shot and sent that one straight to the moon. You know, Pele's probably passing that one back down to him. Like, geez Louise. Like, at least hit the shot on target, little bro. What are you doing? Henry's looking a bit happy on the side there. They're showing him on the side. He's definitely hiding his smile. Hiding his smile. I'm sure he'll be glad Arsenal win this one, of course. You know, I feel like Arsenal, he supports the club, you know, Arsenal the most. I feel like out of all of them. Possession doesn't matter. Yeah, possession, to be honest, in this match doesn't really matter. You know, Arsenal can defend as much as they want, and, you know, the possession won't really change. And not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention to the stream. I was focusing on All-Star Monster. Sure, Ahmed, it's all good. You know, it's all good. You don't have to tell me. You can just straight up, like, you know, because now it seems like I'm like, oh, you weren't paying attention, but, you know, it's all good. It's going to be a additional time of, my guy held up as 10 and a 6. Which one is it? 6? Okay. 6 minutes. He held up a substitution. He substituted 10 for 6, which is nothing. That was really weird. Don't know why the fourth official doesn't know how to hold up the extra time board there, but, you know, okay. Fourth official. 6 minutes additional. I mean, that's actually a lot here, to be honest. I think it should have been 4 maximum. I don't think the Safanov delay was too long. The Nuno Mendes delay as well wasn't too long. I think it was 4 minutes total out of those ones, so kind of surprised here. Safanov straight out of the box by a mile here. Rice could... Oh, man. If Rice had controlled that and taken a long ranger, it could have been over from there. Actually would have been really clear chance there if they had controlled that ball. I don't know what Arsenal was doing. You know, the goalkeeper comes running out to, you know, halfway line. He should have taken a shot. Should have. Instead, he's headering the ball down the field. Like, what are you doing, bro? Vitinha. Holding the ball again. Holding up to Dembele. To be honest, as well, like, when I'm looking at I just never see Dembele as a Ballon d'Or winner. I don't know. I just don't. Like, I like him as a Ballon d'Or winner. I think he deserved it, but, like, he's definitely the most deserved Ballon d'Or winner in a while. But just, I don't see him as one, and that's annoying. It's same with Rodri. I do not see Rodri as a Ballon d'Or winner. I don't think he deserved it either. I mean, it's actually kind of unbelievable that guy even has one. Like, it's actually insane. It is insane. And I hope he does not come to Real Madrid. I hope that, you know, as much as I want Perez out, just because I feel like Perez is sort of washed up now with his time as the president, I just feel like, you know, getting that other guy just so he can sign Rodri is very bad. Very bad choice, and I hope that guy loses just solely because he said that Rodri is going to get signed by him if he wins. So, you know, I hope, you know, other presidential candidate, you lose just so we don't get Rodri. That's how much I dislike Rodri, by the way. João Neves, yeah, just what a, you know, that was not great from João Neves. Should have really taken a shot there. I don't know why he's controlling for so long. Now these Arsenal players are defending. They are defending for their lives here. Luis Enrique looks like slightly sunburnt, man. Like, bro's been out in the sun all day. These guys are defending for their lives, Arsenal. Yeah, they are really, you know, holding on to this one. Let's just say that. Okay, it's going to be headed down the field by Pacho. Rice holds it up. Saka headering over to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz got the ball here. He's probably been the player of the match so far if we're basing off of the first half. Mosquera passing into Saka, held up. Kai Havertz is open. He takes a shot, and it's somehow caught by Safanov. A slight deflection off of Pacho Marquinhos. Don't know which one it was. What a chance. Could have been over there. As soon as it gets if it goes 2-0, it is over, by the way, guys. I'm telling you right now, 2-0 is over. You know, 1-1's not, 2-0 is... They will not concede, Arsenal, if they go 2-0. They will concede 1 goal max. That is crazy. What a chance there. Mr. Dino, you're very eligible for the Creator Club, but only up to the very bottom tier. So what is the tiers? How's the tiers work, Tara? I would love to know. I'd love to know how the tiers work. I mean, I don't even mind. As long as I'm in it, that is crazy. To be honest, something I would have dreamed of to get in, so... It's not like I'm really bothered what tier I'm in. I could be in a no tier, like even if I had just the name there. Good slide tackle there by Nkambie. Sorry, Kai Havertz. Again, Kai Havertz. Why is he there? To clear the ball out for a corner. Still 1-0. Yep, 1-0. I think the bottom tier, you get less than 500 diamonds. I mean, that's not going to really affect me, to be honest. I mean, I'll just keep streaming. I'll join it just for the free diamonds, just on the side. But we need like 6,000 to 7,000 diamonds every stream. I'm not even joking. To do sustainable streams on this game, we need like way more. Yeah, my guy Nicole got his feelings hurt. I wasn't ignoring Nicole though. Like, Nicole just straight up left because I didn't read shub-a-dub-dub, shub-a-dub-dub-da-da-dub-dub. Like, I didn't read that, so they left. Like, and it was deleted anyway. Raya catches the volley from Fabian Ruiz. And hi, Guarav. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. PSG will do a comeback. We'll have to wait and see. So far, PSG have not been, in my opinion here, the better side. Though we'll have to wait and see. You know, of course, I'm feeling like Nuno Mendes can provide in this game. He's looking great, looking sharp as well. Dembele is not. I don't think Dembele is actually really performing in this one. Same with Doué. Doué has been absent. But I think, you know, so far players for me that have been doing well in terms of PSG. 100% Vitinha. I think he's been okay. I think that Nuno Mendes has been great. Pacho's been great. Marquinhos has been great. Hakimi's been great. Basically, their defense has been pretty solid. You know, I don't think the 1-0 justifies how solid their defense has been. Player of the match so far for me, Kai Havertz. You know, finishing, he's everywhere on the field today. He's doing everything for Arsenal, basically. And your phone dies, so you switch accounts. No problems, Rishan, all good. And 100K, I mean, I wish we got 100K. Tiers are based on upload schedule and viewership. Lowest tier requirements are 1 MSN video per month and no viewership requirements. The next tier is 2 vids per month and 100K. I mean, I think I'm eligible for tier 2. I think I'm eligible for tier 2. Don't you think, Tara? Because, you know, if I feel like it. Because does it count stream? I stream the game like 3 to 4 times per week. Like, I feel like... And yeah, I'm completely family friendly already, so it doesn't really matter for me. But I stream the game like 3 to 4 times per literal week. So I don't know what their requirements are there specifically. I mean, it's kind of different for me because, you know, I don't see people really streaming the game frequently, but I stream it as much as I can. Like, I'm streaming that game, you know, basically every day almost. Like, that is, you know, insane amounts. Nicole's not even on the stream anymore, Sherry. I'm not ignoring anyone. What? Okay, it's going to be... We're taking a look here what's actually going on. So, Pacho headers the ball out there. That's definitely a corner for Arsenal. Are they actually going to give this a goal kick? And you stream 16 streams a month, something like that. I mean, I stream even more than 16. I probably, you know, this was a less month. You know, on average, if you look at my streams per month, I probably do like 25 streams per month on average. Halftime is called as Arsenal are about to take a corner. Oh, what? Wait, I'm so... What? What? Wait, I'm so confused. What? I'm so confused. What the heck just happened there? He gave him a corner and then he called halftime. Oh. What in the world just happened? This is what I'm saying. This referee is awful, by the way, guys. All fun fact. I don't think there's a single good referee like in this planet, by the way, besides Clement Turpin. I think Clement Turpin might be the best ref. Like, honestly. For the Creator Club, do you need to keep your chat well moderated? I mean, my chat's pretty moderated. I don't know. I don't really know the rules. Let's go take a... I mean, I'll probably take a look at it after... You know, I'll take a look at it after the stream. I feel like it's too long to do in a 15-minute time period, but... Yeah. If Dino didn't have a life, he would stream 24/7. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I would be. This looks kind of fixed to me. That was very sus. That was very sus. Arsenal should have been able to take that corner. That is crazy that they didn't take a corner there. What the heck? That is actually mad. That is mad. And long ago, there was a squad called the Doom Squad. DinoDoomz, a T-Rex, DinoDoomz, a Spino, and DinoDoomz and DinoDoomz, a Giganotosaurus. After the huge meteor, the DinoDoomz was the only dinosaur left. Yes, indeed, I was. Yeah, I think Bibaloo Gobbler could consider your streams very possible. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely different than the other creators. That's why I'm saying it, because, you know, I know people stream the game, but do they stream it, like, every day, basically? Like, I don't know. I know, like, Castley streams it, All-Star Monster streams it, and all that sort of stuff. I don't know how frequently they stream it, but I feel like I stream the game pretty frequently. I was making sure because I have a friend that streams 5 days a week, but his chat gets kind of crazy. Yeah, don't worry, I'm pretty well moderated here. We got a lot of mods that moderate the chat pretty, you know, well. Pretty too well sometimes. Oil money payment was just... Yeah, referee received the oil money there. Just straight up downloaded into his account there. I don't know. Halftime. I'm getting some water. See you guys in the second half here. W's in the chat. By the way, just so you know, the halftime timer is still broken, so it still says 45 for some weird reason. I'm going to see if I can fix it maybe, like right now. Let's go 90. Like, does this work? Let's take a look. Does this go past 45? Because I'd really love this to work, so then we don't have to deal with the stupid, you know, it stops at 45 and doesn't... Like, what is this, man? Like, why are you not working? Like, why does it not work anymore, this timer? It's, like, really weird. It's, like, bugged out. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Well, it's going to start at 45 again, so, I mean, 0, so have fun. It's the 45th minute, but we're starting at 0 again. Dino, can you invite some people in my stream during your break? Because no one joining. Sure, join a Breamer's stream if you want during the break, but keep this stream open because it's only a short break. W's in the chat. See you guys then. Let's go. It's like 5-minute break anyway. W's. There's likes you and All-Star on consistent MSM streaming. Yeah, you'll definitely get second tier. Probably second. I feel like third tier may be pushing a little bit. But also just Rambo as well. My videos did reach it quite a lot. Like the scratch ticket got 60k views or 70k views, which is crazy. And I'm going to start making more MSM vids. I feel like I'll make 1 per day soon. We'll almost be at that rate. I'm going to try and get it up to a rate where it's, you know, maybe this week I'll start it where it's 2 per week, you know, starting this week coming up. And then we'll go, you know, see how quick we can get up the rate. But I still want to keep the quality up there. You know, I don't want to sacrifice quality for just cutting the streams up. I want the streams cut up to be nice and also have some, you know, nice voiceovers and also some unique stuff. But yeah, I don't want to sacrifice quality for quantity. Absolutely. Absolutely. And hey guys who watch my channel and is waiting for more Deltarune videos, would you want them as 30-minute parts? Do long parts, Sans. I feel like long parts are better. Your phone died again, Rishon. Charge your phone up for halftime game. I just charged that up. W's in the chat. Enjoy some halftime elevator music. Welcome back, guys, to the second half of Arsenal versus PSG. Of course, we saw one goal in the first half from Kai Havertz in the, I think it was the 8th minute. It was actually very early on, 6th minute, 6th minute, which was scored brilliantly by Kai Havertz. Just absolutely slammed into the top right corner from a very, very tight angle on the left-hand side. It was 2 meters away from the goal. Slammed it across. My dog's in the room here. I'm going to just let her out so she doesn't, like, bark when we're trying to, you know, watch the match. That'd be great. Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's good. Ask me questions away again. For the second half, we're going to start it in a second. The players are walking out any moment now. Just let Speedy out of the room. By the way, if anyone wants to see Speedy, here. Get here. Oh, my goodness, you're so heavy. You can kind of see her. There you go. There's Speedy, for anyone that hasn't seen her in a long time. But she's good. She's very heavy, though. Okay, come. Okay, there we go. She's out. Okay. W-Dog, didn't know you had one. I had two. I have two dogs. Speedy, of course, an OG on the channel, if anyone remembers the dog walk streams way back in the day. And then we also have Frosty, who is, young husky. And yes, W's, guys, welcome back. Welcome, Kevin, to Spin Stream. Hope you're doing good as well. Hello, welcome, Millie, to stream as well. Hope you're doing good. And hi, Jack Not Found. Welcome, stream. Yes, I remember you. W's, welcome, stream. Hope you're doing good. And Dino, don't worry, you're 90% going to get accepted. Don't even original Alex is, and he doesn't even play MSM. Oh, wow, okay. I did take a look at the applications during the break, by the way. I took a look on my phone. The applications start June 1st, so I'll apply then. And I think I'll be able to get into tier 2 or 3, 100%. I mean, even in the application, if they ask to write extra information, I'll just write that I stream the game basically every day. So, yeah. And I do think I can amount 100k per month easily, just because each stream racks up 2k views itself. So, if we did 20 streams, and they each racked up 2 to 3k, that's on average 40k. Plus then we do 3 or 4 videos per month. So that's from the videos alone, 60 to 70k. So then, it's over 100k. And yeah, I hope it stays 1-0 the whole game. I mean, fair enough. And hey, Dino, my birthday is pretty soon. Mine's literally in 4 days. So W Sands, W birthdays. And you got yours, Rich. Congrats, Kevin. Well done, man. Well done. That's really good to hear. Arsenal coming out onto the field here. Second half is about to start. They're actually very delayed coming out onto the field. I've got to say, they are taking a while. Someone with nearly 6k viewers is accepted. I mean, fair enough. They must just let anybody in, I'm joking. PSG admin coming out. Arteta's coming out as well. Some medics coming out. A little bit of complaints on the ref still from the players. Both teams are actually complaining about this ref, which just shows that the ref is not great. And you're still looking for the real match. Best I can do, Benorian, is tell you, TNT Sports, Bein Sports, and Stan Sports. TNT Sports is the best one because, of course, that's in the UK, of course, one of the UK's biggest ones. They used to stream the Champions League live for free in the UK, but I don't think it is anymore, unfortunately. And you'll be back in 10 minutes. No props, Rishon. Probably won't be a goal by then anyway. And Dino, have you heard Viral Islet? Yes, I have. I heard it in the ranking video. We ranked a bunch of fan-made content. We ranked 20 to 30 fan-made islands. Maybe even more than that. It might have been 40, actually. And, yeah, I think that was one of them. And I think it was pretty decent. I don't think it was... It had, all the Nyan Cat and, all that sort of stuff in it. I kind of liked it. I think we gave it, a B tier or a C tier. Not C tier, actually. I think we gave B tier, to be honest. Did you say Sand Sports? No, I said Stan Sports. Why would I say... What Sands... What? Okay. No. It's my second mythical monster after good job. W's, Kevin. W's, well done. It's going to be a throw-in here for Arsenal. By the way, I forgot to start the timer because I'm so stupid. There we go. And yes, I do know that the timer isn't matching, theoretically, the actual time. Yep, I know it's based on per half. It's really annoying for me. I'm going to fix this by the World Cup, hopefully. Though I think this might be a new update with the timer app that I use now, which is kind of sad. Maz Tom made a rap on Viral Islet. Go watch it. Okay, I mean, I'll definitely go watch it. I'll watch it on Monday, because on Monday I'm doing a specific MSM stream where it's we're doing this monster memory game thing, which I did try out, by the way, the ultimate monster memory game. We have to remember all of the monsters' names. I did it. And I think I did a pretty good time without, of course, cheating at all. The only thing I cheated on was checking how to spell Krivlapti and Crocus, which I do not know how to spell, and I probably still won't know how to spell by now, by the time we do it on stream. But yeah, I think I got a pretty decent time. I can't remember what it was. I wasn't really checking the times, just seeing if it was how it went, how it went, and I still got addicted to doing it. Saliba commits a foul there and do it. It's going to be a free kick. I'm doing good, a Spinner. Thanks for asking, man. W's. Whenever I see your name, Kevin Spinner, it reminds me of this goalkeeper that used to play for Al Nassr, called David Spinner. He was really good. I liked him. Or David Spinner, actually. I think that's how you say it. Rice crosses the ball, and it's going to be headed clear by Marquinhos. Rice collects the touch, headers it over to Trossard. Trossard holding the ball up there. Doué just not committing a foul. That's good. It settled this ref as a cheat. I mean, definitely, this ref, it seems kind of dodgy. I don't know. Seems kind of dodgy. I haven't seen so far anything really cheat-worthy of him, though. Like, particularly, besides that ending there. But, I'm going to sort of say that he's bad, but, unless you're talking about something that's about to happen, which will be sad, but, I'm so close to complete waveform, but I might not before resets. I'm very close as well, Cameron. Very close myself. Hopefully we complete it tomorrow. It's going to be João Neves. Ball cleared out by Trossard. It's going to be a throw-in for PSG. I do think this ref's horrible, though. I got to be real. I do think this ref is horrible. I just don't like always saying that. I feel like every stream I'm saying that they're cheating or something. I don't. But all I know is he's not great. So, they could have got, like, a better referee to referee the final here. Dembele over to João Neves. It's now going to be over to Pacho. Pacho holding the ball up. Read your comments. Sorry, Sands. I'm a car. Beep. You want me to read I'm a car? Beep. Oh, my. Jeez Louise, man. Selling-Guard, worst player for Arsenal. There's no way that guy is not getting sold next season. I mean, if that guy does not get sold, that's kind of crazy. And here we go. Very good chance there for Vitinha. Somehow misses it. And it's just cleared away by Saka. Very awful clearance. Kai Havertz told to get up. He falls to the ground. I mean, that's arguable there. Can't really see from this angle if it's a dive or not. Doué being marked by Rice. Mosquera just getting sent by Doué. He clears it straight out for a goal kick for Arsenal. It's going to be another goal kick. There's no way. Odegaard either starts as a sub next season or is just like, because he's the captain, maybe doesn't want to leave the club. Or he gets sold. I mean, there's no way that guy stays. He's awful. Dino Crazy Cobra. MSM always says to the new YouTubers in the curator club, maybe he'll speak about you too. In a video. Cool. Fair enough. W's. Yeah, W's if he does mention. I'll appreciate that. And who's your favorite on Viral Islet? Mine's 9cat. To be honest, mine's probably 9cat as well. I liked the 9cat, meme when it was out, and I think that they represent it really well in the Islet too. Though Rick Astley was pretty good on there, so... it's between one of those. Also, the Illuminati one was kind of good. Bill Cipher. I'm going to call it Bill Cipher, but I know it's representing, like, the Illuminati. But, Bill Cipher's a cooler character, so. This is going to be Vitinha. Holding the ball still, just tightly. Odegaard not pressing. Bro's just literally waiting there for Vitinha to do something. Like, Odegaard, bro, like, press, gang. Like, what are you doing? Okay, this is now going to be Kvaratskhelia. And Kvaratskhelia just skills past two. Lewis Skelly and... I think that was Mosquera, both getting sent by Kvaratskhelia. It's now over to Dembele there, being marked up by Hincapié, who absolutely pockets him there, sends Hakimi to the stands, and it's now back into the possession of PSG's goalkeeper, Safonov. And Dino finally got Wither on Bone Island. W's Wither. Whenever I read the word Wither, I always think of Wither from Minecraft as well, which is kind of funny. But yeah, W's getting Wither, Cameron. Well done. And Bill Cipher, nah, man, that's the Illuminati. I know it's the Illuminati. I'm just saying, though, like, Bill Cipher's a cool character. No way they actually gave Hakimi that free kick there. That's kind of crazy. Hakimi got a free kick there. I mean, that's pretty dive-worthy from Hakimi. I feel like Hakimi's definitely got the, ever since that Morocco, AFCON scandal, they didn't win AFCON. I'm going to be real here. I'm one of the people that says Morocco did not win AFCON. Sorry, Moroccans, but you didn't. Stream that match. It was the fact as well that the argument that Senegal fully left the field is completely invalid because they literally didn't fully leave the field. There were still 2 players on the field, so I kind of find that it was stupid that they even suggested that they fully left, and it was accepted at first. But yeah, Hakimi ever since that match, man, has been such a divey guy. Like, I gotta be real here. Every match I see him just diving. called MLG. I see. Fair enough. W Dino, we have the same favorites. W's. All three of them are favorites. Let's go. And Mr. Dino, here's a deal. If I get into the Creator Club, you do a composer stream. Okay, I will do so. I'll do so. I mean, I probably would have done one anyway, a composer stream with Sans. I mean, Sans would be in, chat anyway. But yeah, sure, I'll do so. Terror. I'll do so. Just going to be now over to Mosquera, sends the ball long. It's now going to be touched up by Kai Havertz. Just poor touch there. Marquinhos sends it all the way back to Safanov. So if Arsenal win 1-0, yeah, obviously, Benorin. Yeah, 1-0's fine. Any win's a win. As long as it's not the other team winning. But any win's a win here. This is going to be now over to Gabriel, just clearing the ball up. Back over to Raya. High press there from, I think that is, can't even tell who's running up the field there. I think it's Hakimi suddenly running up. I didn't even see him getting over into the midfield. But he was there. João Neves wins a free kick for PSG. Well, if it ends 1-1, then it goes to extra time, which plays up to 120, and then we do pens if it's still drawed. And I mean, I can hop on call. I won't be speaking, but I can be there for the free sub. I mean, fair enough, Sound. Yeah, exactly. And the Illuminati one, the Illuminati is called MLG. Okay, fair enough. W's MLG. Sounds like I'm the water thing, Psycho clears the ball out there. A little bit of a press there from Odegaard and Kai Havertz. I don't know why Odegaard's still on the field here. I'd be subbing him off at this point now, actually. Subbing him off for Zubamendi, who is a substitute today. It's going to be now over to João Neves. Crossing the ball in. It's going to be Saka. Just losing it. Just very bad touch. Goes for Doué and is going to probably get a yellow card potentially here. The ref stops the game, gives Doué the free kick, and is giving a yellow card to Saka. That is insane. That is insane that he went and called play on and then he retroactively stopped the game and gave them a yellow. Fair enough. And you made a sandwich. W's, Rishon. And don't know if I get into the Creator Club, never going to happen. Could you do an MC stream? Sure, I will do. Okay, why not? I don't think I'll complete Waveform, but I'll probably get at least Dermot or even Hornicle. Fair enough. I mean, that's good enough, to be honest. That's good enough, Cameron. You can just do Waveform and it resets anyway again. I swear this is rigged, but I can't prove it. I don't want to say it. Maybe I can do TTS and that trip. What the heck is TTS? Like Discord call? I mean, you can just Discord call. Yo, Dino, did you get Epic Pecked? No, I got second try. I've got like 10 Epic Peckedness on one island. I got 2 in a row. I'm actually making a video with them in it, showing all that progress during that, Perfect Explore. I didn't make a video on it yet. I'm also making a video on the Crystal Islet too. And I'm also going to give my opinions on Crystal Islet at the start as well, or at the end. Because to be honest, I think, I saw some people saying the island's great and all that sort of stuff, which is fine, again, personal opinions. But, I feel like the people are saying that haven't played the game for long. They're just happy with any new content. But I'm going to be real here. That content to the standard of MSM is awful. And even MPG said it, and I agree with MPG. There's a free kick, and Raya catches that. It was a really good free kick. Hakimi sends that one. That was great. Just, Raya could easily catch that one, but that was actually decent. I don't know what Arsenal's doing at the back here. They're sort of just coughing the ball around. Okay, they actually send the ball down to Kai Havertz. It's play on, says the referee again. You got the ball cheating, ref. I mean, this ref is not looking great, by the way. This ref kind of looks very, very bad. It's sort of like the AFC 2 final ref, if you guys remember that. Crystal Islet is. Reply with what you think of Crystal Islet. Trash. I'm going to be real, it is. I mean, as far as... I don't want to dog on MSM Islands, because I do like nearly every island in that game is great. That this new one just does not hit anywhere close to the standard that we expect from, MSM. Especially since, they can hire, they've got a lot of money. They can hire really good composers to go compose the islands out. But they've sort of chose to do something here, which is like really strange. I don't know why. You'll be back in 20 minutes. You have to eat dinner. No props, Cameron. Enjoy your dinner. This is going to be now over to Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Dembele. So, why am I saying players wrong? It doesn't even matter. Nuno Mendes is going to take a throw in here. Nuno sends the ball back to Vitinha. My Wi-Fi got hit by a truck. I'm 5 minutes behind. Rip. Oh, rip. Ahmed. That's not great. It's all good, though, actually. It's not a problem. Nuno Mendes now over to Kvaratskhelia. Let's see if he can cross this ball in. Here we go. Sends it in long, and it's going to be missed. The clearance by Hincapie. Trossard's going to hold it up. Hakimi sends him to the floor there, and it's going to be play on. Fabian Ruiz. Trossard intercepts. Really nice intercept there from Trossard. Playing it back to Raya, and Raya lobs the ball down the field. Kai Havertz running onto it. It's basically a 1v1 if Kai Havertz can actually get the control here, which he almost does. Pacho falls to the floor. They somehow get a free kick, PSG. In my opinion, that is not a free kick. I'm going to be real there. That's not a free kick. PSG are playing for the dive here, which I have noticed. And your stream ended. No one joined. It's how it is, Abrima. You know, sometimes you got to grind until you make it, you know. You know, when I first did my streams, the study streams, no one was joining those, you know. Or when, you know, even before that, when I did my first streams, no one joined them. You know, way back when I was little. But, you know, it's all about a grind. For some reason, Crystal Islet is getting a lot of dislikes, not very good reactions. Even MPGC didn't like it. Yeah, as you know, as I said, a lot of people can like or dislike. It's up to them. Personally, I really think it's awful. I think compared to the standard, the thing is, right, as I said before, it's comparing to the standards of MSM, and the standard of MSM is pretty high. You know, I mean, I'm lenient on a slightly worse island like Mech Islet. I feel like it's different. I mean, slightly different. But Crystal Islet, man, it's just got nothing. Like, it's got no chorus. It's just the same sound repeated over and over again. It sounds like a loop. It actually sounds like a loop on a audio software. Like, you know, when you go and drag in a loop and you like make your own songs. It sounds like that. Like, again, would be better if they just use... I think the individual monster sounds aren't the problem as well. Because remember, we listened to all the individual monster sounds. I thought they sounded good. It's just how they've been utilized in this island is not great. You scare your viewers away. It's all good, terrorists. I don't think you do. Yeah. Shadow Eye had the worst cast, and Crystal Eye had the best cast, and Shadow Eye outdid... Yeah, I know exactly. Because the composer knew what they were doing. Whoever composed this island, I'm sorry. Like, again, not trying to be mean here, but, like, maybe do something a little bit different. Do something a little bit different. I would probably not compose another song in the game again. Unless you get, you know, a sort of cast of monsters that fits that sort of, you know, style where there's, you know, the song's just one sound continually. But again, you know, people can like it. It's just, I think a lot of people dislike it just because of the reasons I said that. And again, not individual monster sound problem. It's the problem of how it's been put together. Okay, it's back to Jal Neves here. For some reason, when I used to do streams, my most popular live stream where TADC streamer had 200 views and like 1,400 messages and 1 hour. That's good, Sans. That's great. Composer of Crystal Islet is the same composer who composed Mythical, Magical Nexus, Amber, Seasonal, Shanty, and Mech. Well, I mean, you can kind of tell there. That is kind of crazy that they did, out of all those islands, they did a banger. See, they put a banger together with Mythical, and then what the heck, man? And Magical Nexus isn't that bad either. I think those two islands they sort of did. But I got to be honest here. And Dino, your voice is off. Sound isn't aligning with your voice. It is? Are you sure? I don't know, man. Sometimes it does this. Maybe it's lag or something. But what I got to say here. Mythical sounds amazing. Nexus, Amber, Shanty, Mech. I'm sorry, none of them... Amber's the closest to an MSM song. The other three, Nexus, Shanty, and Mech Islet, do not sound like MSM songs. They sound like songs that don't belong in MSM. Douay, running in, crossing it into Dembele. It's going to be cleared away there by Gabriel. Well, I've been yapping outside this game. I guess the game's not really had too much, you know, high impact at the moment. So, you know, of course, during the high impact moments, I sort of lock into it. But it's sort of been all over the place here, this game. Good tackle by Mosquera to win a corner for PSG there. It was really nice to sort of defend up that cross that was going in. He's getting a little bit angry there at some of the players there. There's actually some blood on Kvaratskhelia leg. He's really putting everything on the line. Raya punches the ball out. You know, this is the difference between a top quality goalkeeper and one that's, you know, sort of debuting in a... Not debuting, but, you know, appearing in a game that I don't think he should have appeared in, Safanov. And Raya, you know, the top class that he's shown this season. As I said, you know, definitely I feel like he's Arsenal's best player this season. I've got to be real. What a tackle there from Arsenal. It's going to be a penalty possibly here. It might actually be... It's a penalty. Referee's called a penalty. What the heck? That looked all ball. On my life, that looked all ball. Again, don't support either of these. That looked all ball. What the heck did he call a penalty for that? Yeah, one of the players had blood on the leg. It just, sometimes happens, probably slid on the floor. The grass might have, been a bit rough in one patch. Penalty for PSG. What the heck? If this guy actually gives us a pen, that is insane. No. Okay. From that other angle, it looked like one, but I mean, nah, it's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's a very silly challenge. That is very silly. That is a pen, 100%. From one angle, it didn't look like it. From the side camera angle, it didn't look. That is a 100% a pen. Holy jeez, man. That is such a reckless tackle. They're actually checking VAR for no reason here as well. Like, that is the least VAR checkable pen. Like, that is straight up the most obvious pen I have seen. Like, that is a very obvious pen. Very, very obvious. That is, like, he's just straight up and gone. Just straight up taking his legs out. Please no. They're going to give a pen here. If they don't give a pen, that is insane. Like, that would be insane if they don't give a pen. Okay, it looks like the pen will be given here for PSG. I'll be back soon, just making a sandwich. No problems, Rishon. All good. You're listening to commentary. Dara. Oh, W's. Don't listen to that because that's trash. Okay, penalty for PSG. Very obvious pen. That is an awful tackle from Mosquera. I mean, I just praised him for a good tackle there, and then he proceeds to do just an obviously terrible one. That is just not great from him whatsoever. Mind games are starting with the Arsenal players. Gabriel up there especially, of course, he's, mind game master. Not really a high chance of missing a pen, to be honest. I mean, Reyes saved a couple, but I got to be real here. I do think this one's going to be scored. Looks like Dembele's either going to be taken or Vitinha. Let's take a look who's taking this one. Probably Dembele. I mean, it makes a lot of sense for Dembele to take. Makes a lot of sense. Let's take a look. PSG fans happy that they're in this one still. Raya standing on the line, just getting a talk from the referee. Just very silly challenge to sort of cough up there. Arsenal, especially defending this well, bring it to the 65th minute, with a clean sheet. And then you do that sort of challenge, from a nothing burger. There's no reason to tackle. Dembele shoots, sends Raya the other way. It's 1-1. What a good penalty as well. That was really nice. Dembele up in the crowd there, sends it. He's in front of the PSG fans as well as he scores. Really nice penalty as well. Bottom left corner, absolutely blasted in. And the double hopes are alive here for double back-to-back Champions Leagues. It looked like Arsenal might have had the game in control if they got, the clean sheet up until the 75th-ish. They get that under control and they might actually have had, a chance to, come out with a 1-0. But yeah, just nothing, nothing challenge. Hits the pen perfectly. Dembele sends Raya the other way. And yeah, what an absolute goal. Let's add him to the score sheet. Dembele penalty. Okay, there we go. Wrong thing. Oops, scoreboard. Nope, that's the donor board. Let's go to the score sheet. And let's go ahead and put Dembele goal. I think it's the 64th, 63rd, 65th. 65th. And then we go penalty. There we go. I mean, it looked pretty obvious they were going to get a pen in this match. I've got to be real. It actually did kind of look like this was going to be the case. Mosquera is instantly subbed off. That is crazy. That is crazy. Arteta's not taking that one kindly there. Goes and daps up Mosquera. He's getting dapped up by the teammates there. Timber's straight on. I mean, they definitely needed that one. Only Hincapia could save. I know what you're talking about there as well. I know I missed a word, but yes. Yes. Gyökeres is also coming on for Odegaard. I mean, smart choice here. I don't know why, Scotland Guard was even on the field, to be honest. And Dino Solar Flare says hi. W Solar Flare. Let's go. What's that fog? I don't know. What fog? Let's see. Let me do this. I feel like it looks so goofy without that on. Oh, that's the... I see what you mean now. The fog. I thought you were talking about in real life. Yeah, that's the flares from the Ultras. That's the fog on the field there. The Ultras flares. Arsenal do a kickoff, which is very similar to PSG's own kickoff, where they just boot the ball down the field. Nuno falls over trying to get rid of that. I mean, Nuno, that doesn't look good, man. If you're struggling to get rid of that sort of thing or control, bro, like, How are you going to be in the World Cup, man? Bad coaching by Arteta. Mosquera should have come off on the first yellow. Honestly, I do think so as well. That was very risky that he actually didn't get a second yellow there. Like, in my opinion, should have maybe even got a second yellow for a red card. Like, they are lucky. They are lucky that's not a red in a pen. Because that tackle was not clean whatsoever in any way imaginable. So if PSG scores again, they'll win, and vice versa. Yeah, either way. Or it can go to extra time and pens. I actually do think this match might go to extra time. The more I watch it, the more it seems like this is an extra time match. Of course, Arsenal have beat PSG before. Vice versa, PSG have beat Arsenal before. And both of them occurred last season. And yeah, I definitely think that, I really think that either team could win this now. I was looking sort of like if they got to the 75th minute and Arsenal hadn't conceded, they might have, had the very strong chance of winning this. But yeah, it's definitely looking like so, where this is, coming into the fact that PSG have got a goal back. They got a little bit of momentum on their side. The crowd's a little bit more for them. Arsenal crowd's just got to sort of start motivating their team again to get back into this. Whereas Eze, I have no clue. Eze's on the bench, though, as you can see, and when this rotates back into the Arsenal team, he is on the bench. Would have subbed him on personally for Saka. Saka's doing an absolute diddly squat, where he's just sitting there half the time doing nothing. He did a couple of good things, but man, that guy has been average this game. I would have brought on Eze 100%. Should have started, yeah, as well. I agree. Should have started instead of Skeltengard. Don't know why Skeltengard's starting a match here, to be honest. Like, at this point in Skeltengard's career, he really looks like he should be starting a single game. He should be coming off the bench. I actually don't even think he should start the World Cup for Norway. Just with his current performances, he just looks very average, like below average player. I think Bodo Glimt players are even better than him. It's going to be Dembele taking a corner for PSG. If they could get something back here, PSG could do something, especially from a set piece. No corners for Arsenal. Yeah, they haven't actually got many corners this game, Arsenal. Very, preventative of that PSG. PSG's got most of the corners here. Doué holding the ball in the box. Declan Rice and Trossard marking him. Rice marking him really tightly here. They're sort of just standing there doing nothing. They're both just having a standoff. And hi, Indu. Welcome, stream. Hope you're doing good. And cross going in by Dembele. And it's going to be out for a throw-in. Sorry, you're so locked in. Nah, it's all good, Indu. All good. Ray is going to take the goal kick here. PSG should be running right, to be honest. I mean, yeah, to be honest, if we're talking about first half performance, I would argue Arsenal should have been 2 to 3-0 up. And then if we're talking about second half performances, PSG does look like like they are the stronger side here going into this match now. So I would have said 2-1 here. Definitely they should have been. But yeah, first half wise, Arsenal was the better side. PSG sort of dominating the second half. Was it a fair? Yeah, absolutely. This is a fair pen. I feel like the referee's been awful for both teams. Both teams have not gotten decisions that they should have clearly got. For example, Saka's tackle on Doué, I do not think at all was a free kick whatsoever. I think that was a play on. I also do think that Arsenal's gotten a lot of unfair calls against them. Same with PSG. They did get that pen call, which I think was good, but they also did get a couple of tackles midfield, which I think should have been towards them. And of course, the big call, which is kind of strange, is the call at the very, very end of the first half. That corner should have been taken. That should have been taken. They're showing the CBS live crew in the stadium there. They actually got a cool box in the stadium. That's really nice. And Luis Figo and Roberto Martinez are watching from the stand. Yes, I saw them. Also, Arsene Wenger. A couple of the other legends, too, of both PSG and Arsenal in attendance. Okay, here we go. And Papa Perez is also there. Yeah, I saw Papa Perez is there. Hopefully, bro wins the elections. As much as I want him to go out, I hope he does win the election, just because the fact is I don't want that other guy signing Rodri. Like I said earlier, do not want that guy signing Rodri. I would rather not watch Madrid than watch us with Rodri. I'm not even joking. I'm joking. I just don't want to see Rodri in a Madrid kit. I don't see the appeal of that guy at all. I'm watching his games, and my guy shows up like, he plays in a system, Pep system. He shows up minimally when he's not injured. One season he was good. Yeah, I do agree he was good in that season, but Ballon d'Or winner? No. PSG look amateur. That's kind of crazy to say. This is going to be now with Trossard trying to pass. He just gives the ball away. What is Trossard doing, man? That's crazy, man. Just giving the ball straight away. PSG kicked the ball straight. It's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal. Here we go. If this game goes to extra time, it would be great. Yeah, it would be great to see an extra time game. I haven't seen one in a long time, actually. CF might be crying that the bottlers might bottle without bottling. I mean, to be honest, the bottlers didn't bottle this season, so they can't technically be bottlers if they didn't bottle. So, you know, there's that. It's now going to be Raya. Just ground passing straight to Hakimi. What the heck is Raya? Jeez Louise, does the guy want to throw or what? I was praising you, Raya, saying how good you are, and then you're doing that sort of trash. That is actually insane. My guy just straight up passed the opposition from, like, for no reason whatsoever. Arsenal won the Prem. Anything else is a bonus. Yeah, I guess, you know, CL is a bonus on top of a Prem, especially if you haven't won a Prem in a while. But a CL here would be pretty important for the, you know, the fan culture here to get that CL under the belt. And, you know, the reason I do sort of prefer, again, Arsenal winning is just because I don't want PSG to, you know, have a potential back-to-back like Real Madrid did. I don't want that to be a potential thing for them. I just want them to have that one, and then they can go win another one next year. Well, you know, I want Real Madrid to win, but, you know, then if we get knocked out, they can win another one. It's not my problem. But, you know, 2 in a row is kind of risking it. Vitinha with a long ranger for no reason. Better not be doing that with Portugal. I swear on my life, if you do that, you are going to get absolutely slapped, because there is no reason to hit a long range just straight over the stands, my guy. They won the PL, so it's all right. Yeah, winning the PL is great. Winning the PL is great. Good achievement for them. You know, putting the haters to rest. This is going to be a Gabriel goal kick. They've stopped Raya from doing the passing goal kicks now. Real Madrid will win the CL next season for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't want to risk it, you know. I don't want to see PSG in that final again. Kai Havertz through, almost gets completely over Saka, just not able to get there. Eze needs to come on for Saka, man. Literally playing PSG best possible team, and they have no one else good to come on. Arsenal have another starting 11 to come on. I mean, technically, that is slightly true as well, actually. Got to be real there. PSG, actually, sub-wise, doesn't have the strongest substitute bench. Like, Arsenal's does actually have almost a second team on the substitute bench here, to be real. You know, they still got Zubimendi to come on. They also got Eze. They got a bunch of quality players. Gyökeres has just been subbed on as well. So far, he's done really nothing. But, yeah, that was a nice play upfield by Arsenal, definitely. We'll love to see United in CL next season as well. I want to see how they perform, definitely, under Michael Carrick. I feel like Michael Carrick, if he was coaching the Ronaldo era, would have been way better. But, you know, I'm not going to, you know, regret it because, of course, you know, Al Nassr's now with Ronaldo, and I don't want to change history, so then that wouldn't happen. But here we go. We got Pacho. Now we got over here with Fabian Ruiz. Back to Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Crossing it over to Hakimi. He's going to do a tight control here. It's been marked up by Hincapié. Hincapié wins the ball there. Hincapié is actually very good, by the way. A lot of people are underestimating him at the start of the season. I think he's a phenomenal player. Great signing by Arsenal to pick him out from Leverkusen. You know, another reason why Leverkusen fell off. They lost half their team. Maybe 85th, 86th minute goal for PSG and GG's. I mean, we'll see. This is still going either way for me, to be honest. I don't see a clear winner still in this game. It is very balanced. I'm going to be real here. You know, Arsenal had a lot of momentum in the first half for them. The second half has been, you know, PSG majority momentum, but this is very, very equal in terms of who I think is the clear winner here. If that happens, you're going to crash out. Fair enough. Michael Carrick is a little bit overrated. You'll see next season what I'm trying to say. I understand overrated, but I mean, just with the squad currently, we'll see what he does squad signing-wise. You know, I actually feel like Ruben Amorim was overhated as well. I think Amorim was definitely, you know, not positioned right to sort of, you know, where people are hating him for literal. I feel like, you know, yeah, you can hate him for his tactics and stuff, but just no chances were really given to this guy. He loses a match, and then suddenly everyone's trying to blast the guy to leave the club. Like, you know, give the guy a couple of, you know, give him a season or two. Like, geez, bro was given half a season, and then suddenly he's gone, you know, blasting him to get out. Trossard. You know, the first half of his tenure was literally, you know, picking up Erik ten Hag's slop. And then, you know, after that, he started a new season, bought most of the players of the current season, you know, bought all of them from the current season, and then he gets sacked. You know, when, you know, he wasn't really putting them into a bad position, I'd say, at the start of the season. I'm going to be real. This is going to be now with Timber. Now over to Saka. Let's see what he does. Yeah, under Amarim, Manu were 5th. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Stop yapping, bro. He was good. What? That's literally what I just said. What the heck, man? I swear I just said that. Lewis Skelly almost with the tackle there to get a goal for Arsenal. It's going to be Saka. Might hit this long range. What the heck is Saka doing, man? Like, this guy's actually doing nothing. No way. Oh, man, they are in trouble here, Arsenal. It's a 3v3 with one man back only. Kvaratskhelia running on. He might take the shot. It's deflected by Lewis Skelly out. It's going to be a corner. They almost had another goal there. PSG 2-1 it would have been. Kvaratskhelia should have finished that a little bit better. Just should have lifted it up slightly more. Saka needs to get subbed off. I'm not even joking. I don't get why he's still on the field. Saka is I'm going to be real. Saka this season actually is washed. I'm not even joking. Tactics of Carrick isn't even better than Ten Hag. I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, a lot of people are forgetting that this season, half the team, you know, the team was made by Amarim. And, you know, a lot of people diss that guy for no reason. Saka and Skeleton Guard literally are worse. Yeah, I agree. Saka and Skeleton Guard definitely this, you know, game have been absolutely below average in terms of performance. Man, Lewis Skelly lucky to hit that tackle there. It was really good for them. Better than CR7 2008, they said. I'm just picking the wrong players to go and boast, though. Like, boast about Raya, saying he's a top Prem keeper of all time or something. I don't know. Boast about those guys, not Saka, like, this season. Just not the season, not the time. And they try to hit an Olympiaco there. Don't know really why Dembele was hitting Olympiaco when, you know, it's probably optimal to try and hit a cross that's actually going to go in. But what I got to say, PSG battering Arsenal with corners, man. Man, oh man, Arsenal's had, like, no corners. Let's take a look. In terms of stats-wise, Arsenal has had about, let's see here, 0 corners. PSG's had 8. PSG's had 8 corners. It's crazy. Saka coming in from the right side. Just passing it to no one again. This guy is washed. Get this guy off the ball. Man, get this guy off the field. There is actually no way this guy is still on the field. Lewis Skelly giving the ball away as well. He just had a brain fade moment there. Absolutely faded his brain off. Luckily wins the ball back. Gets completely fouled and taken out by Doué, but he had a brain fade moment there, Lewis Skelly. Doué hugs him up as well. Just absolute poor composure from Lewis Skelly. Poor composure from Saka. Saka's doing literally nothing in this match as well, man. Like, I'm not even just sub that guy off for Eze. At least Eze might have, you know, some sort of quality here coming onto the field. You know, it's fresh legs. Might do something in these final 10 or so minutes. I'll be subbing him off immediately. Madueke's coming on. Okay, so Madueke's going to replace Saka here, it looks like. Martinelli's also coming on, probably for Trossard. I mean, 2 good signings. You know, Martinelli might hit an R9 again like he did you know, every Arsenal game he seems to come on. And Gyökeres just slipping over almost... Oh, sorry, not Gyökeres, Trossard. Trossard almost hits that one, but just slips over in the final touch. Haven't watched the match for 20 minutes. I don't know what's happening. All you know is that the game is sort of like Bayern versus PSG second leg, where the ball's just going flip-flop in the middle of the field. There's like no direct, you know... Both teams just don't seem to have possession in this game now in the second half here. You know, it was more obvious in the first half who had what. 4 total attempts, PSG, in the last 15 minutes. 1 on target. Arsenal, 1 attempt in the last 15 minutes. They've just had nothing. You know, they've had 45% possession as well in the last 15. That's not great. That's not great. Need to be, you know, showing a little bit more dominant performance here to try and, you know, bring the team just to a close. You do not want to risk. Now, this is the problem, right? This is the problem. Both teams don't want to risk conceding a late equalizer. So both teams are going to play defensively, but that brings it to extra time. So, you know, you're getting to the 80th minute now where you do want to win, but you also don't want to concede. So it's like a flip-flop sort of thing here where do you bring the game to extra time and you have another 30 minutes to try? Or do you, you know, sort of try and score here, but you could also open up your defense and possibly end the game right as it is? You know, it's sort of a very deciding thing. I always prefer go for the option of defend a little bit more and hope that, you know, there might be a chance during the game or something, but otherwise you completely defend up and, you know, you just bring it to extra time because I always feel like that's sort of a better thing to do. Lewis Skelly just doing nothing with that as well. Doué coming in. He's going to take a shot. It's just defended out there by Saliba. It looks like it's deflected off of Doué. It's going to be a corner instead. And DinoDoomz, I was recording Delta in Chapter 1. Lancer was talking about a monument of his power. And I said, you mean the monument you read? Read your monument, bro. Okay, it looks like Trossard's coming off here and potentially Saka. Saka and Trossard potentially coming off. PSG fans definitely look a little bit more happy than the Arsenal fans, which is kind of crazy. They definitely feel confident in their side. And yes, it's still 1-1. Yeah, I know. Could go to extra time here soon. Lewis Skelly falling to the floor as well. Marquinhos might have got a touch there on him. Let's take a look. Yeah, Marquinhos just put Lewis Skelly dove on the floor. That's definitely a dive. Timber never heard of a passing. I don't know what's going on with Arsenal. You buy a right back next season. I got to be real here. They do not have a solid right back at all. Ball goes straight out by PSG. Pacho just headering it out. It's going to be a goal kick. He's being very solid for, his country. Of course, he does play for, I believe, Ecuador, as far as I'm concerned, similar to Hincapié. So they both, national teammates there. Definitely, they're going to... Is Ecuador in the World Cup? I think they are. Let me check. I can't remember the teams in the World Cup. Yeah, they are. They're in Group E with Curacao, Germany, and Ivory Coast. Okay. I feel like they were. Kind of be weird if they weren't. Yeah, they got a solid team, Ecuador. Might make it out the group stage. By the way, I'm actually making a World Cup predictions table. You can join it. It's on FootMob. I'll send you guys the invite link on the Discord, or I'll send it actually on the channel posts. And you guys click on the invite link, write your name, like not your real name, like your username or whatever. And then you'll be in the table there. And basically you go and predict each World Cup match already. So pre-advanced predict all the group stage matches. And then if you get prediction right, you get points. And the closer you are to the correct prediction, you get more points. So if you predict, say you predict 2-2 and the final score is 1-0, then you get what points for the goal, but you won't get points for the correct match prediction. So that's that. I'm making that as an official thing for anyone who wants to join. And you're going to go watch the match with my bro? Yeah, no problems, Benorian. Lock in for the final minutes anyway. It's almost ended. Hincapié passing it over. Gyökeres running in, and it's cleared out by Marquinhos. It's going to be a throw in here for Arsenal. And where's Eze? I don't even know why Eze's not coming on. And hi, Muzzin. Welcome to stream. Get Mosquera off. Yeah, he's off. Don't worry, Muzzin. You might be delayed by like 20 minutes, bro. Why would you solve off Farage? No clue. No clue. And I'm going to put Dino's full name in. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yo, Dino, is your timer really onto your time? Yeah, this timer here, right? This timer here is as close. I can't do the 80 minutes anymore, so I have to replay 245s, which is really annoying. Okay, this is going to be a throw in here. Rice. It's going to get thrown back post, and it's going to get cleared out. Fast breakaway. Barcola, Saliba passing it over to Madueke. Just cleared away. Saliba. Running on. Barcola. Solo run down the field. He's running on. It's Barcola by himself. And Raya collects the ball. Oh my goodness. That was so close. Nicholas Barcola. Exactly. That's like Nicholas Jackson type of moment there. I'm not even joking, bro. How the heck does bro not score that? I actually thought for a second that was going to be another goal. I was prepared to put another goal up on the board there. That is crazy. How the heck did bro not score? Jeez, Arsenal are so lucky they didn't concede there. That's one of the moments where you just wanted to get to extra time now. You just need this to get to extra time. Ref is so bad. How is he a ref? Yeah, I know. How is this guy actually a ref? I'm going to be serious. He's not being good for either team here. There's not really any sort of bias, but he's not really good at all. Not a pen? Yeah, it's not a pen. It's not a pen. 100%. I can't believe Barcola didn't score that. Who am I supporting? Neutral. I prefer Arsenal to win just because PSG don't get back-to-back. And I don't want Real Madrid's record at risk, the back-to-back-to-back Champions Leagues. But yeah, definitely I'm fine with either, but I again prefer Arsenal. PSG as well got the Portuguese guys, so I don't mind if they win as well. They've got the Portuguese guys coming in with good form for the World Cup. So yeah, just more of a neutral perspective here on the match. Fabian Ruiz now over to Barcola. Barcola back to Fabian Ruiz. And Fabian now over to Vitinha. It's going to be Marquinhos now on the side here. I hate Paris because it's French. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. It's going to be Martinelli marking up Hakimi. We also got Hincapié marking him pretty tightly there. Hincapié goes to the ground. Could be a foul by Hakimi. Looks like it's just going to be played on. Hincapié, what a match this guy's been having. He's definitely been, so far, my player of the match along with Kai Havertz. Out of the players of the match, I don't think a single PSG player deserves player of the match, to be honest. I'm going to be real here. None of them have been, player of the match quality. They got a pen as their goal. No real, sort of massive threat from them. Madueke, poor clearance. Vitinha hits a bouncing shot. It's going to be cleared away instantly by Gabriel. And it's a run. It's almost a solo run. It's with Martinelli. He's going to potentially pass it over to Madueke. What a poor pass. What a poor pass. Martinelli should have used his pace, man. That is terrible. I don't know why he's holding up. It's a solo run just about. And this guy's holding up his pace instead of just running down the field. Like, bro, you can bridge skill it down the field. You are Jose Mourinho. I am Jose Mourinho. I'm glad Jose's coming to Real Madrid as well. Definitely think between him and Klopp would have been the best options. Klopp to Etihad is actually a likely move, by the way. Fun fact. That's not looking good. If Etihad get Klopp, that is bad. Because they actually might become good again. Though they are selling a lot of their players. Supposedly they're selling Fabinho. They're selling Ayor. And they're also selling some Diaby, supposedly. So they're doing a full clean out here. They could potentially be getting a ton of new players. And, yeah, that's not a thumbs up, man. That's not a thumbs up whatsoever. That is a thumbs down for an absolute poor performance for a solo run. Yeah, Etihad is, not Etihad. Etihad, Al Etihad, like SPL team, not Etihad like Man City. What? Man City's not even called Etihad. Okay, this is going to be now, yeah, just showing the replay there. Nuno Mendes off the line clearance, by the way. Yeah, good job, Nuno. As much as, you know, that would have been good to go in. Nuno needs you to be doing that in the World Cup, bro. So I'm not going to hate on you, my guy. Not going to hate on you. Can never hate on my guy, Nuno. I need Nuno to be top form for that World Cup. You know, our World Cup literally depends on him being good and Ronaldo being in form and Bruno being on form. And, you know, actually it's, you know, more of a team performance, everyone being on form, actually, to be real. Especially as well, we need to make sure Costa's good with pens too, because we might get into a pen shootout. That's an option, you know, in the World Cup, and we can't be having, you know, trash in the World Cup pen shootouts. As well, fun fact, João Felix as well, definitely I think he should start left wing, 100%. I don't know what you guys will say, but I do think João Felix should be starting. I think he should be starting in Portugal's World Cup squad. It's going to be Pacho, long ranger. It's going to go over to Doué. Doué running it in, taking a cross, passing over to Vitinha, and it's going to go over the goal. Very good shot there. And hi, who's the snitch? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. The Gunners to win from a Celtic fan. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I'm watching it neutrally, so, you know, I don't have a singular preference. I prefer Arsenal to win just so PSG don't do back-to-back. Again, I've been saying this a lot during the stream to anyone new, but yeah, I prefer that. And hi, Pango. You're back. W's. You said every stream from now on you would consist on MSM. Are you keeping that promise? I changed. I sort of, well, I didn't even promise it, but I said I would try and keep as consistent as possible in MSM. And, you know, it's good to take a break a couple of times. You know, it's not, you know, we're not absolutely going to derange myself into playing the same game every single stream for the rest of my entire life and just continually just, you know, looking at the same things. Breyer is down on the floor. Definitely, I don't think he's injured too much. I got to be real here. This is sort of a water break sort of excuse here, to be honest. 90th minute, 6 minutes additional time. Wow. 6 minutes additional time. Are you down for the collab stream with my other friend? After the World Cup, you're going to have to ask me in July, end of July, okay, / August, because the World Cup's coming up now. I got a full lock-in for the World Cup. We're going to be streaming like 5 streams per day. 4 or 5 streams per day. So yeah, Al Hilal tactic. Yeah, doing Al Hilal time wasting to extra time now. 6 minutes additional, crazy. Okay, crazy amount of additional time here. The Gunners fans are not looking as happy as the PSG fans, to be honest. I mean, if I was to be real, I would be, you know, pushing the team more. I would be pushing the team more. I don't know what you're playing, but it looks cool. We are not playing. We are watching a football match. Pango, you know, the greatest sport of all time, you know, which everyone loves. There's a couple of people in the stands there. I feel like I know that guy, but I just don't at the same time. I feel like I know who was shown there. If anyone knows who that is, you know, let me know. Nuno Mendes just coming back out into the field. Madueke as well, looking a bit good. You know, I feel like Madueke is, you know, very, I don't know, a lot of people just don't seem to appreciate what I saw in him. When Arsenal signed him from Chelsea, I thought it was a good signing. I actually thought it was a good signing. You know, good for Chelsea to get some money, and good for Arsenal. You know, he fits into their system. I think he's great. Yo, Dino, you playing for the Bottlers? I'm playing... What am I playing for the... What? Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, this is going to be now over to Fabian Ruiz, clearing the ball down, plays for a dive, and that is going to be played on by Arsenal. It's going to be through ball straight to Nuno Mendes. Not great from Rice at all, and, this is what I've been saying, just not doing the passes that people sort of expect from him in this game. Been very mid. Probably extend it to 8 minutes. Yeah, they probably will. They'll probably do a bonus 2 minutes onto this extra time here. This does go to... This is going to additional. This is going to up to 120. I'm going to be real here. 100%. This is going up to 120. Because the fact that you can sort of tell when a game's sort of you getting into it, unless they score a late winner or something, it looks like it's going to go to that far. I would personally, from this point, I would enjoy it to go into that, sort of territory here, because it's more fun to watch. It's more fun to watch. Also, you don't have the risk of, if you concede in the, the start of the 120, and then it's just not that. Dino played the Titanium T-Rex song as the ending song. Already got the ending song locked in, Abrima, since this is the UEFA Champions League final, playing the UEFA Champions League victory song, which is just the anthem anyway, but songs are already locked in today. Gyökeres literally ran over Neves. No, not a foul. Not a foul. I didn't see it. Okay. I like listening to you talk in general. Fair enough. W's Pango. Goncalo Trash is coming on. Okay, I don't want you to win now. Okay, 100% do not want PSG to win this game at all now. I hope Goncalo Ramos misses 3 sitters and absolutely gets the lowest match rating in the game now. Please. Please do it. I genuinely think you are the worst player ever to exist. I'm not even joking. You might be the worst player ever. Honestly. Yo, Dino, what's that timer? It's additional time. Just ignore the timer will reset if we go above to 120, okay? The timer's being reset. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll play the additional time on the timer. Why not? There you go with your 3 minutes and 30-something seconds. It's going to be like 30 seconds in a second here. There we go. Okay. We're equal. Okay, amazing stream, especially the time. Yeah, W timer definitely doesn't, not work anymore for some weird reason. Don't know why that's the case. Fabian Ruiz, Hakimi. And what's up? You're new to the channel? W's, not Muzzins. Definitely new, Muzzin. Definitely new. Yeah, Dino, you fracture your toe. Oh, rip. Cool Pango. Hopefully your toe gets better, man. That's sad. Relax, Dino. Goncalo Ramos is our player, though. I mean, he is a good sub. No, he's not. He's not like... Why are we glazing just because he's from Portugal, man? Like, he is not good. I hope he never gets called up after this World Cup. I hope after this World Cup, he never gets called up to the Portuguese. Now, how is he getting called up? He's a sub. He didn't even start for his club. How is he actually getting called up? I just beg Roberto Martinez not to start him as a starter. I hope that the starting forwards is João Felix left wing, Ronaldo striker, and then right wing we have, either Leao or, Conceição is one of the starters, or Trincao, one of those guys. I feel like I'm missing someone sort of major in that starting lineup. Did you add your name onto the outro, by the way? I haven't made a new outro yet, Bremer. So I've been taking a little bit of break from the screens last 2 days just so I could not have a migraine, yesterday, and B, there was some personal family stuff the other day, so no. Hello, Dino, I'm back from eating dinner. W's Cameron. And this is going to be over to Kai Havertz. Gets absolutely taken down. Is Kai Havertz still on? He actually is still on. Wow, I just noticed that. It's completely taken out there. It's going to be the medics for Arsenal coming on. João Neves gets a yellow card. I mean, that you have to do what you got to do. Goncalo did score some last-minute save. I mean, yeah, I agree, but, I can't like the guy. I'm sorry. I just can't. There's nothing that I can do. Dembele's off, though. That is really interesting. They're subbed off Dembele here. Wow. That is a bold choice. I would have subbed off Doué. They are keeping on Dembele the whole game. Doué the whole game. I would have gone Goncalo striker, Dembele play, natural position, right wing. Really interesting out as well. I don't like how in FC 26 they make Dembele and Mbappe not able to play right wing and left wing. It's like really strange when that's their native positions. It's kind of a stupid, decision they did in the game there. Mbappe 100% is a better left winger, so I don't know why he is only able to play striker. Weird decision from the coach there not to, do that. And the ball goes out to Rice. He's going to head her over to Gabriel. Gabriel. Going to pass over here to Martinelli. Martinelli crossing the ball in. Deep cross header. It's going to be cleared away by Fabian Ruiz here. They're defending with their life. PSG. Arsenal's trying to get the ball forward for this final attack. It's above the 6 minutes additional. Hi, Plums. Welcome, stream. Hope you're doing good. This is going to be now over with Lewis Skelly. Cross going in. Final chance here, it looks like. The referee might call this as soon as it goes out. And he says play on advantage for PSG. It's a solo run for Barcola. It's going in to Barcola, taking the shot, and he just misses a solo run. That is an awful again from Barcola. He gets onto these solo runs and just does nothing with it. Will I be wearing a maid outfit? What? Why? No, I will not be wearing a maid outfit. I don't know why. Why would I wear that? No, I'm not a maid. Fun fact. Dino, do you have dinner? Yeah, I've not eaten my dinner yet. No. We'll do it after the stream. Yeah. Extra time. Let's go. Thank goodness. Why would I wear a maid outfit? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What? When? What? What? Okay. Why would I? What? I'm so confused at what's going on. Why would I wear a maid outfit? You'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, sure, Rishan, no problems. You'll get a beating for that. Why would I get a beat? Okay. Self-express. Okay, fair enough. Okay, a maid outfit for self-expression. Yeah, no problem. I feel like you're saying, like, maybe because of some of these Arsenal fans, they said, like, I mean, these Arsenal guys were like, if Arsenal doesn't win the Champions League or something, I'll be wearing, like, I'll shave my head off, something like that. Timer is 4 dimensions ahead of me. Yes, the time is reset now. We're now back into the, 120 minutes where it can go up to, so we'll have another additional 30 minutes. Making a trailer for Dino wearing a maid outfit. Holy no, please. We got an advert here for House of the Dragon from Game of Thrones. If Mosquera didn't do that stupid tackle, it was 1-0, like I said, at 6 minutes. 100%. 100%. Mosquera, really stupid tackle. I don't know what he was doing there. He might have cost Arsenal the entire Champions League, to be honest. That was a cost for the entire Champions League, just about. Now it's up to extra time. Can Arsenal do an extra? I don't know if they can do it in pens. Can they? Can they? Currently, I don't think so. I actually don't think they can do it in pens. I don't think they got the mentality to bring it over the line here, to be honest. The only game where bottling is haram, it's this. Yeah, exactly. Too many people underestimate Arsenal's defense is better than PSG. Yeah, Arsenal's defense is better than PSG's attack, 100%. I mean, a lot of people underestimate that for no reason, but I don't actually think Arsenal can get it over the line for pens. I think they've got Al Nassr's mentality here where, they've got the same mentality. They don't have the mentality to get it over the line, and one of them will miss. Like, I think they'll all be good, so they're going to have to rely on Raya to save one. Now, yeah, they might be able to, but I just don't know. I don't think they will. I think PSG will hit all of their pens. I think they will. I don't think PSG will miss a pen, especially with their remaining players. Nuno Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, Hakimi, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Doué, all shoot pens. I'm not saying I love Arsenal's gameplay, but it's effective gameplay. But the thing is, though, that people forget is that, it doesn't matter how you get the win, as long as you get the win. I think people are very stupid in the fact that it's as long as you win, you win. Like, I mean, I would rather win a Champions League like that, doing defense every game, winning 1-0 every game, than having, 6-10s. Like, I'm conceding 6 goals and scoring 10 goals. Like, I would rather doing the 1-0, because if I'm conceding 6, it means I've got 6 to concede. Like, it's not great defense whatsoever at all. Yeah, Arsenal, what is... I'm not going to read that comment. I saw it get deleted. Dinner, did you enjoy my Messi diss track? I haven't listened to it yet, Sans. I'll listen to it soon. After stream, I will. After stream, I will. Yeah, waiting for the extra time here. I think it's going to be like 5-minute break here. Let me check. Yeah, they won the EPL. Yeah, exactly. It's good. Yeah, the Premier League's great. Yeah, we probably head into extra time here in a second, like maybe 1 more minute. 1 more minute. They're showing the recap of the goals here. Definitely silly challenge from Mosquera, conceding a penalty. And the fact that everyone was saying before the game, Arsenal's, Arsenal, they don't concede pens and stuff. They've not gotten any pens here whatsoever, but definitely they do. What's wrong with this? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I just don't know. The thought that maybe nothing's wrong with it, I guess. Okay, substitution here as well. It's finally Eze is on. Kai Havertz off. How in the world... Okay, I just realized Saka's not still on. Okay, I thought for a second Saka was still on. Eze and Zubamendi on here. So we're bringing on a whole first team still coming on. Don't know why they even decide to bother to bring Gabriel Jesus on the bench. I got to be real here. There is literally zero reason to bring him on the bench. Like, that guy is awful. I'm sorry, I was watching him against Crystal Palace. I watched the final Premier League match day. And against Crystal Palace, he missed like 5 open goals. So, you know, yeah, I'm glad he's not been subbed on here, that's for sure. Okay, second half is about to continue. Okay, let me just swipe out my notifications there. I don't want to get, you know, spoiled up here as well, because I feel like football's slightly ahead of me. Prime Sakadonna, they said. Yeah, not Prime Sakadonna anymore. Eze's on, though. That guy's class. That guy's world class. He is actually phenomenal, so I'd love to see how Eze plays in this, you know, this extra time here. But then 2008 Ronaldo... No. I swear no one's actually said that, and then people are just saying that. Saka just got sacked. I wish, man. Like, that guy did nothing in this game, man. Like, actually did nothing. I feel this is going to go for another 2 hours. It's not. It's only going to go for another 30 minutes, and then pens will be, like, maybe 5 minutes. So 35 minutes max on this, still 36 minutes. If there is pens. Just going to say that on, like, around that time. Okay, I'm locking into viewing, so no much commenting. Yeah, no probs. Comment only if there's a goal if you want. It's all good. I'll still commentate. I'm going to lock in on commentating now. I'm going to like full focus in on the commentation. Let's see how good I can commentate. Okay, Vitinha, João Neves, Vitinha again, 1-2 passing there in the midfield. We got now back to Pacho. Nuno Mendes open on the side here. Nuno can still play a full, you know, 90 plus, which is great, you know, as well, because we do need him to be doing that, especially in the World Cup. Could go to extra time, you know. It's going to be now over to Hakimi. Hakimi now still holding the ball up. He's just sort of playing a little bit less, you know, attacking PSG here. Definitely more exciting of a viewership as well. Finally getting a Champions League that's still going to go to extra time. You know, PSG being tested with extra time as well. I don't think they've actually had an extra time game in a while. Their historic descends into a bottomless chasm of storied lore, a ground descendant that mirrors a trophy cabinet as vast and yearning as the void itself. Sacre bleu. Wow. And it's going to be now over to Timber Rice. Rice now over to Eze, who is absolutely fire with that immediate pass there. Man, Eze is so good. Madueke crossing in, and that is the first corner for Corner FC. Jeez Louise, they've won their first corner. It took them 92 minutes plus to win their first corner of the game. That is actually insane. 92 plus minutes. Like, that is crazy. I don't know why I accidentally clicked the minute button there on my timer, sorry. Yeah, they have to mark these guys pretty tightly here because, of course, they do, you know, send these corners in really good. You know, they do these corners. This is going to be Madueke. They're now attacking, you know, defending on the half of the Arsenal side again. Arsenal and PSG defending with their own supporters. So we're going to see how Arsenal sends in their first corner of the day. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Madueke might be the one, to be honest. Madueke should have been starting over Saka, I'm going to be real. Or Eze should have been starting over Saka. And sent straight out. It's going to be a goal kick or a corner? I think it's another corner. Goncalo Ramos might have just sent that one straight out there. Here we go. Another corner. Another corner. Two Arsenal fans hugging each other there. You know, obviously anticipating the corner. Here we go. Safonov, I don't think is the best goalkeeper to save set pieces. So I'm going to be saying this here. I do think they can score a corner from a corner. You know, for sure. Let's take a look. I don't know what the heck I just said there. A corner from a corner. Let's take a look. Madueke lobs it. Bad, because that was a bad call. Man, that was an awful corner. Madueke, you are not him for that. Jeez Louise. Send that one at least into the box, my guy. What the heck is that trash? I mean, you've been good so far, but that was not good. And hi, Dribby Face. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, definitely need to improve on the set piece taken there, especially for the first two corners of the game. I guess, you know, one's like a warm-up almost, but yeah. You're like a minute up than down. Yeah, don't spoil. I know I have to be a minute down, though, otherwise I'm going to get severe lag. So, you know, I would prefer watching it like this than that. Literally, I don't care about this match, bro. I don't care at all. I mean, it's still a fun match to watch, regardless of whether you don't support a team at all. It's just a fun, you know, it's a good match for the neutral viewer to, you know, see an extra time match. I feel like extra time matches always got more stakes to them as well. Even if you're a neutral viewer, you just like feel more jittery. Timber throwing backwards there to Saliba. It's now going to be over to Raya. Let's see if Raya does a bad pass. Nope, just sends the ball long. Gyökeres still yet to really make any sort of impact. Eze's already made an impact before Gyökeres, and, you know, Eze's been on for like 3 seconds. It's going to be over to Saliba. Straight back to Raya again. Bro's going to blast it down the field again. And Man United really good set pieces. I mean, they are them. I mean, fair enough. Madueke. Marked up by Nuno Mendes. Not marked up by Nuno Mendes. Madueke got through. It's with Timber again. Somehow a foul. Somehow a foul there. I'm going to be real there. That is an awful take by the referee. Again, that is awful from him. That is no... In what world is that a foul? In what world is that a foul by Timber? I'm going to be real here. What? Let's take a look from the close angle. Maybe I missed something. Never a foul. Never in my life is that a foul. Jeez Louise, man. Zé coming on now, and it's going to be Fabian Ruiz getting subbed off. Zé of course, making his appearance in the Champions League final. Very good player. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Exactly. You know, they're actually some of, you know, a lot of the young players are actually on the field now as well. And the fact is as well that definitely both teams are playing a lot for the set piece here. Like, PSG is playing for the set piece as much as Arsenal is. Like, I feel like PSG is almost as if playing more for the set piece than Arsenal, which is kind of crazy. Ref is spicing everything up. Yeah, Ref is spicing everything up with his absolute trash, you know, continually. He pushed his face. No. Back flick from turning around is not a foul. No way in football. Otherwise, you know, you could just call everything a foul at that point. Like, literally. You could call anything a foul. You know, if you're back flicking, you know, you're turning around with the ball, maneuvering your hand. Like, I mean, I get if he's holding his hand there, but, like, he's turning. Like, you know, I wouldn't call... If it was Al Nassr, I wouldn't call that a foul if Al Nassr player did that either. You know, just as much as here. You know, I feel like same with PSG. If PSG did that and Arsenal, you know, were defending, I don't think that would be a foul for, you know, against PSG anyway. Safanov. Gyökeres slightly pushing up a little bit. You know, he's got a lot of energy, barely played half a game, so, you know, still got a lot of energy left in him. Yeah. This is going to be now over to Nuno Mendes. Rice winning the ball back from Zé there. Absolutely cooks him there. Eze holding it up. Just a bad pass. Eze not finding anyone. He should have taken the shot himself. Man's been not greedy enough. You know, show a little bit of greed, Eze, bro. Show a little bit of greed. We know you can hit those. You know, you can hit those. And you just decided not to. You know, it's like really interesting why you didn't. Because, you know, you're him. Madueke finding some space. Timber passing into Gyökeres. Just no hold up from Gyökeres whatsoever. My guy had minimal. And it's another foul for PSG somehow. Again, don't know where the heck this foul is from. But, you know, let's take a look if they're going to show on the replay here. Yeah, Eze should have shot there. I agree. PSG press is good. Yeah, PSG's press is actually good in this match. Definitely counted out Arsenal's, you know, sort of holding of the ball. You know, Arsenal like to have nice control of the game. You know, watch Newcastle versus Arsenal, for example. But yeah, just this game not had too much control. Definitely been a bit of a struggle to keep hold of it. You know, defensive-wise, not really been too much of a problem for Arsenal. But just, you know, holding the ball up has not been great for them. Okay, it's going to be Vitinha. Now over to Doué. Doué back to Vitinha. It's going to be controlled up by, I think that's Rice there. No, it's not Rice. I can't see. It's Zubamendi. Okay, there we go. And hi, Mandioto. Cannot show it. It's against the law. It's against copyright laws. I will get my channel completely banned. No one on YouTube can show this match. No one. And if they do, their channel will get banned and they'll get in trouble by the government. Yeah, we want to watch the match. We'll watch it legally, man. As it says in the stream title, watch along. You know, as Mark Goldbridge does. You know, if you know Mark Goldbridge, he does watch alongs. He made them. He doesn't show the match either. I don't want to get in trouble with the government, so I really don't. So I prefer to not show it. But yeah, W's. There are a lot of ways to see it. You know, TNT Sports 1 is where I'm watching it from. Bein Sports is another one. I'm trying to read off the channel list here. DAZN USA, Paramount Plus, VIX, Fobo Sports, HBO Max UK, M Plus Liga de Campeones is another one. Gyökeres is having a stinky. Yeah, I agree. No problems, man. Dioto. It's all good. W's. Sorry if I said your name wrong there. Free kick for Vitinha. Here we go. Every single soul that is an untrusted viewer. Yo, Dino, you're ignoring me. I'm leaving. Meanwhile, them saying the thing once. I mean, the thing is, I mean, A, only one person said that today, Sans, and B, like, the reason I wasn't reading it is because it's so random. Like, it was just a bunch of gibberish. Like, I ain't gonna read gibberish. What's my name? DinoDoomz. DinoDoomz is my name. W's. As as the thing says here, DinoDoomz. Except that's my old logo technically, so W's new logo. I prefer the new logo, to be honest. Arsenal just doesn't pass to Victor, man. His conversion rate's good. Just know he's not getting. He sort of like plays like Ronaldo. I gotta be honest. Very similar player to Ronaldo, where he just finds the goals when they find him. Just obviously worse, but he does find the goals when they come to him. He has that ability. That poacher sense. I feel like he's a very poacher type of striker, and press striker. Horrible guy, Dino broke my guy Nicole's heart. Yeah, because I wouldn't read I didn't read that, so Vitinha. Don't worry, Nicole will be back tomorrow for the MSM stream. I can guarantee it. Goncalo. Now over to, I believe, Hakimi. This is going to be Goncalo Ramos. Please don't let that guy score. Send it to space, my God. It's just Hakimi. Never mind, send it to space. I thought it was Goncalo. They both have the exact same hairstyle and basically facial structure as well. As long as Goncalo Ramos doesn't score, I'm happy. Why are you saying Saka is awful? Nah, Saka's not awful. Saka in this season has not been great. And as I said, I don't hate or dislike any teams. I watch football purely for football. Saka has not been great this season. He's had a great season last season before. He was phenomenal. This season's not been his best. It's not been awful, but this match, I personally would have not started him. I would have started Eze as a starting right wing. He's been really good this season. I think he's a solid player. Hasn't started too many games, but when he has played, he has actually been a real impact player. Surprised Zubimendi didn't start as well. Would have started him over Odegaard as well, because Odegaard, like Saka, just not good at this season. Especially Odegaard, actually. I think he's been worse than Saka. Saka's at least had a couple of good games, but Odegaard just not been there at the quality, at all. But yeah, definitely I would have started Zubimendi probably as a starting midfielder. Probably even played, Kai Havertz as a starting AM and then Gyökeres as a striker maybe. And please continue the commentary. Yeah, absolutely. I'll continue commentary. My thing. This is going to be now Gabriel. Long ball. And it's going to be touched by Madueke, who I personally would have started. Madueke running onto the right side. Nuno Mendes crossing in. Madueke gets taken down. It's going to be played on. And it's going to be a pen shout for Arsenal. They're all shouting for the pens here. I don't know why they're not even reviewing that, to be honest. That looked very tough tackle by Nuno Mendes. And this is going to be Zaire Omri. The whole bench is going and complaining, saying that should be a pen on Madueke. I don't think it should be. It's now over to the right side of the field. Hakimi over to Doué, who is still playing this game, by the way. Doué somehow continuing to be on the field. Doué now over to Hakimi. Back to Doué. And we got Vitinha open on the side there. Now it's over to Marquinhos. To be honest, not a pen. I mean, we have to see a replay of this first. I mean, I could easily change my mind, but from that angle, definitely looked like he just got the same thing Mosquera did to Kvaratskhelia, just absolutely ran through. That's why I feel like it was very similar. It's going to be now over to, I think Hincapié is still playing, right? Yeah, Hincapié is doing some nice tight defense on that side there. Zubimendi also marking pretty deep as well. It's going to be with Hakimi just losing the ball. Vitinha now winning it back. And it's going to be cleared away by Gabriel, just absolutely lobs it out down the field. All of the Arsenal players are still running over to the referee asking for a pen review. They're all still asking for it here. The referee keeps saying no. But, I mean, where's the replay, guys? UEFA, where is the replay, guys? Can we please see, to actually, make an opinion here? Yellow card for Rice is crazy. This ref is actually awful. This guy is absolutely disgusting of a referee. I have no idea. I mean, regardless if it's a pen or not, no check. No check for that whatsoever. Not listening to the complaints of all the players. Not just one. All of them. All of them. That is absolutely criminal. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. I mean, I don't really know. I have no call on this. This can go either way. You can say Madueke's sort of fallen into it, but you can also say Nuno's absolutely rammed through him there. I mean, it's an either. Give Rice a red, to be honest. Rice did not deserve a red for that. And the fact the ref did not check it, and he's still not checked it, by the way. A little fun fact here. He has not checked it. Still not doing it. Still not doing it. This is an awful decision by this referee. Yeah, the refs has got some injury or something, like straight up injured in the head, man. Like, what is going on? That is terrible. Deduct 10 points for Everton. It's a shoulder bar. I mean, I've got no opinion on it, but it's the fact he's not even looked like on the VAR, not called VAR monster or whatever. Not for me personally. I don't like that. Always should be a VAR, you know, at least communication for anything slightly to do with a, you know, a potential penalty. You know, regardless of whether it is or not, you know, you could say it's not. Regardless, always should be not monitor checked. Always should be called up and then, you know, escalated for monitor if needed. Ran into the ground, at least have a look. Exactly, you know, there's literal no harm in looking in it. Ain't a pen, but it still does. Exactly, you know, regardless of whether it's a pen or not, it's still deserved. You know, the guy's like, okay, let's hold on. Let's check. Okay, it's not a pen just because, you know, shoulder barge. Okay, play on, guys. It's a shoulder barge, not a pen. Not, guys, I'm not checking that one. I don't care what the heck you guys are saying. Here's a yellow card for you yapping in my ear. You know, like, my guy's literally had the worst communication skills of all time. I love the commentary. Thanks, Mandioto. Appreciate that. This is going to be now Marquinhos. Back over to Pacho. Enough of that yabbering, though. Nuno Mendes. Now over to Doué, back to Nuno Mendes again. Need to see Nuno playing, you know, prime Nuno in the World Cup, though, absolutely. It's going to be over to Marquinhos. And now it's going to be with Hakimi on the right side open. I believe Marquinhos is playing still, yeah. I was just making sure. Didn't want to accidentally say. Hakimi and Marquinhos look very similar from long range here, actually. In my great time, VAR didn't exist. Yes, exactly. That ref is so sus to be. The ref, I got to be real here. You know, as much as I don't want to say about refs, this ref is awful today. Like, for both teams. Again, both teams have received bad stuff from this referee. He is just not being on it at all. Just poor decision after poor decision. And, you know, it's got to be the ref show. You know, it can't just be, let's enjoy a game of football. It always has got to be, you know, the ref show. Let's have a, you know, referee having the, you know, the whole sort of thing. I love soccer just like you. Soccer? We say football. W's, yeah. This is going to be Pacho over to Nuno Mendes. Okay, Nuno Mendes holding the ball up, taking a long cross. Oh, we can't have those. Sherry, I swear in my life, we can't have those comments anymore, bro. I promise you. I've seen enough to tuck 40 points from Everton. Fair enough. I mean, Everton getting point deductions every year, I swear. Zao Murray with a good play, actually, there. Madueke keeps the ball up. He's still going, Madueke, just finding some space for himself. Getting high press by Goncalo Ramos. Good pass through by Saliba. Eze's still got the ball now. Eze back to Zubamendi, who's open. Just now going to be over to Hincapie. Did you say soccer, Eiley? I swear on my life. Yeah, you meant football. W's, Mandioto. W's. Dino, do you like soccer? No, I don't like soccer. I like football. I like, you know, the word that starts with F and it's got football in it. Am I on TikTok? No, I technically am, but I don't use TikTok. So I haven't used it in a while, so no, I guess not. I'm on Instagram, though. I use that all the time. Just search up DinoDoomz, you'll find me. They're showing that plan replay continually there. Arsenal penalty appeal there. Let's just take a look once more just to see. Very, very, I mean, there's a guy watching Instagram called the referee. He's like this referee guy. He does all referee decisions and he's like a referee analysis. So I'd love to see what his opinion is on this because, to be honest, I mean, that knee is going pretty high into the back left leg there. Right knee of Nuno Mendes is like absolutely almost just jarring straight into his left leg. So I don't know. Dino, you on YouTube? I'm not on YouTube. Oh, fun fact. And okay, then please, what's your Instagram name? Same name as the channel, DinoDoomz. Same name. My name on everything, guys, on literally anything is DinoDoomz. Every single platform is DinoDoomz, okay? Whether it's on Fortnite, Instagram, you can DM me on Instagram, by the way. Anyone who adds me on Instagram, you can always DM me as well. I'm always active on there. Discord, I'm on, it's DinoDoomz. Anything's DinoDoomz. And Dino, as I said yesterday, Delta in Chapter 5 releasing is most likely June or July. Yes, I got to do that. During the World Cup quarters stage, I might do it. Or this, you know, the round of 16 and stuff. Between the games, I might do it. It's, by the way, the halftime of the 30 minutes here, just so you know, guys. A little fun fact. Players just getting some water there, just getting a little bit of a massage up. Team talks going on as well on the touch lines. W's. Kamaro Bobo. I didn't see your name. It's my username. It's DinoDoomz. 100% is on there. I'm telling you right now, it's 100% there. Let me show you. Here you go. Like, as you can see, there, DinoDoomz. It's there. It's there, 100%. Let me open this back up. Post there all the time, by the way, guys. Fun fact. Yeah, about football. Like, that page is literally only about football. You know, as much as the streams aren't always about football only, that is literally just football. Now that PSG sub looks like Shabozlai. That's Beraldo, gang. That is not. Oh, you're talking. Okay, I know you're talking. You're just talking about Zabarani. Vitinha's mad, bro. Why is he mad? Throwing his stuff on the side. Jeez Louise, bro. Chill. And you forgot that? Read last soccer. What? Threw up like 10 times for 2 words. Yeah. I threw up when I heard soccer. Team talk's still going on for Arsenal here as well. Still going. They need to put it over the line here if they really want to, you know, embed history into their team. You know, get this done for them. The fact that their history is on the line here. History is on the line. Am I on WhatsApp? Yes, but I don't give my WhatsApp out because that's like giving my phone number out. So, no. PSG the PSG will want to play Park the Bus now. They want to bring this to Pens. That is 100,000% the choice here. Bring this to Pens. You are more confident to win on Pens here, PSG. So, I would say that's what they're trying to play for here. Marquinhos also off as well. So, I mean, that's pretty interesting. It's subbed off Vitinha and Marquinhos. They'll lose on Pens. I don't think PSG will lose on Pens. I actually think PSG is a better pen team than Arsenal. Especially since they got, you know, they've already won the Champions League. They know how to get it over the line. They know what to do. You know, Arsenal's not done it like that. PSG not playing their casual kick out. Really interesting. They didn't play their casual just boot the ball straight out. They're actually playing Park the Bus almost now. You can tell. Yeah, they are going for the defense here. You know, I'm telling you right now. Yokere's trying to soccer. What the heck does that mean? I feel like we might get traumatized from Deltarune Chapter 5 secret route. Yeah, you know, on genocide route. Yeah, Snowgrave is going to be goated. I'm so hyped for Deltarune Chapter 5. I'm really hyped for it. Again, once again, guys, I'll restate this. During the World Cup, we'll do so. It'll be a World Cup stream. It'll be like an hour, 2-hour break. Another a World Cup stream. Then it'll be a break, like an hour break. Then it'll be a MSM/game stream. Then it'll be a break. Then it'll be a World Cup stream. Then it'll be a break. Then a World Cup stream. Then a sleep. Then wake up, do a game stream. So it'll be like 2 game streams per day on average. 1 to 2 game streams. We'll see. My guy and Harambal. Yeah, both of them playing Harambal, actually. Zabraini now over to Beraldo. They are playing pretty different team here, actually. Yeah, I'm surprised. This is now going to be Zaire Omri. Long balls it down. It's headed in by Barcola. Goncalo Ramos almost got it. Reyes on the ground still. And Timber sends it out for an Arsenal throw. And what a chance. Raya got there just in time. That guy should be a top 10 nomination for Ballon d'Or. If anything, top 5. I'm not even joking. You know, I know a lot of Arsenal fans do stupid takes. I mean, I'm not even an Arsenal fan, so, you know, I'm not doing a stupid take. I actually genuinely think this guy is so underrated. Should be a top 5 Ballon d'Or nomination. Absolutely. You know, this guy keeps Arsenal in the game every time. Every time this guy is the savior. You know, basically every game this season, this guy's been him. You know, I haven't seen a game where he's performed bad. I actually not seen a single game this season where he's been bad. So, you know, name a game where he's been bad and let me know. This is going to be now Barcola in the box. Due in the box. It's going to be cleared out. It's going to be back to Zeomri. Now to Zebraini. Zebraini over to Hakimi. Hakimi passing it over to Zeomri. BRB, no problems. Ahmed, all good. Hakimi sending it lobbed in. Raya catches again. What a catch by Raya. It's going to now distribute dinner. So what's your plans for the games during the World Cup? So during the World Cup, it will be literally like this. But I will also be doing... you know, I'll be basically covering every game, just, you know, like this. So every game will be covered of the entire World Cup, and we'll be doing video game streams during the, you know, breaks, basically. Just take a look at the FootMob, you know, go onto FootMob, and go take a look at the World Cup schedule, and then you'll see, you know, wherever there's like a longer break, I will be either like the very long breaks between the days or in the like the middle of days, I will be sleeping, and then the breaks in between, I'll be doing like games and stuff. So yeah, that Man United won though. Raya was man of the match. Yeah, exactly. It's not soccer, bro. I'm not saying soccer. Oh my God. You guys like and sub? What you're doing? Yeah, exactly. Smash like, smash sub. On this tiny stream, tiny stream. I remember when this was like, you know, 13 people was actually a lot for us back then. That was crazy, you know, how much we've come far, you know, in terms of streams. So glad that we've come this far. And, you know, in the first year as well, you know, usually in the first year, you only really hit 10, really. But we managed to hit 60 to 100 in the first year, which is actually crazy. And the fact we do it consistently in those MSM ones, I'm really proud of everyone who's come on the streams. Appreciate all of you guys. Lag? There is no lag, Sherry. Cap. Okay, Rice is going to take a free kick here. I didn't say Ray was man of the match. Oh, he can see it. Oh, he's worse of the match, you're saying. And Safanov punches the free kick away from Rice. It's going to be now with Hakimi trying to hold up the ball. Martinelli's pushing him a little bit. He's probably going to play for the dive here. Hakimi, you know, casual diver. It's going to be now, don't I agree? I do not agree whatsoever. This is going to be Nuno Mendes now. Hakimi got that ball out of the defense, which was good for him. It's going to be now over to Zaire Omri, who's playing right wing. And skills passing Campier. Martinelli comes and tracks back, which is good. Nice to see that. And Campier lobs it down the field. It's going to be rushed on by Gyökeres. Zabarani is going to pass back to Safanov. Safanov passing it now in to, I believe that is João Neves. João Neves. Yeah, you got a 3.4 rating. Okay, well, I think, fair enough. And it's now, oh, I forgot to start the timer. My fault. Oops. We are now 20 minutes in, just about, into the 30 minutes additional. Wait, we'll be 20 minutes in now. Okay, in like 4 seconds. Okay, I was just fixing the timer so it actually works. My guy, Hakimi, take that Dino. Bro, Hakimi, like, I like Hakimi, but man, ever since the AFCON, man, he's just been dive merchant. Like, I can't dislike him, but it's just a kind of annoying. He's been a very divey player. You have a 0.1 rating on FootMob. Sure you do. Sure you do, Sans. Okay, this is going to be now over to Sabraini. Probably would have less, 0.01. Over to Hakimi. Yeah, PSG playing park the bus here for the remaining time. They really want to take this on to pens. They actually think they can get this through with Arsenal on the pens, which is, you know, fair assumption from them. I have zero respect for Hakimi. Sorry, I mean, fair enough, yeah. I mean, I personally like Hakimi. I can't hate the guy because he's a pretty likable guy, but still, just I don't like his attitude after AFCON. I can't enjoy it. João Neves getting through. Zubimendi marking him. Zubimendi keeping the ball in as well. It's going to be potentially here a goal kick. Could be a corner though. I don't know if Zubimendi kept that in or out. Don't know if that's going to be the case. The whole PSG team has a green rating. Wow. Check out the passes for the match. Like the whole match. Like, what do you mean by that? Like all of the passes during the match? I've got a shot map. Do I have a passing map? Vitinha farming pass. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about, CDF. Vitinha farming passes. Bro's got the most passes by insanely a lot. Like 88 second place, by the way, out of 95. Vitinha 141 out of 150. I'm sorry, guys. Like, as much as Vitinha controls the game, you know, I like his controlling. I like his controlling, but man, some of those passes he does are so unnecessary. They're like just 1-2s in the same like gap with no pressure. If this goes to penalties and PSG have it in the bag, I mean, I wouldn't say fully in the bag, but they've got a pretty confident thing for penalties. I'd be surprised if Arsenal win on pens. I want them to surprise me, but I'd be surprised if that was the case. Okay, this is going to be now with, I believe, João Neves, I think, just on the side. Okay, Beraldo. João Neves again. 9:36. Wow, we started the stream at 7 p.m. It's been like, how long? 2 hours and 30 minutes of this match. Jeez Louise. Oh, team total. Okay. Thought you meant Vitinha's passing, farming that guy does. PSG, 759 passes, 91% accuracy. Arsenal, 180 Holy jeez. Holy jeez, man. 700. Oh, my. 790. That means 760. 91% accuracy. Jeez. 180 passes, Arsenal. I mean, that just shows, their defense is great. Raya, good catch there. Goncalo Ramos never going to reach that. That trash guy. Never touching that in his life. Raya's going to do a little slow distribution. Arsenal's so bad. I mean, that just proves actually how good their defense is. It's not even how bad they is, how good their defense is. They defended this game really well. I mean, Arsenal's defense has to be the best defense in the world at this moment. Like, I'm not even genuinely, I do think it's the best defense in the world at the moment. They are a hard cookie to crack. Let's just say that. This is going to be, I don't even know who that is. Declan Rice, who's playing centre-back basically now at this point. Yeah, both teams playing very defensive now. I think both teams trying to push this to pens maybe. Potentially get a goal, but I think they're also happy with bringing this to pens either side. I guess you got to be confident in your goalkeeper. You got to be confident in your team to, all commit and make it. Just the worst thing that would be to happen is to make some silly mistake at the very end to cost a goal or something like that. Subbing out Vitinha is not a good choice. Yeah, for control-wise, I think it was a bad choice, actually, especially since he's almost a guaranteed pen. So I'm kind of confused by that sub. Subbing out, the subs I'm confused about is subbing off Vitinha, Marquinhos, and Dembele. They're guaranteed pens, all three of them, and you've subbed off 3 guaranteed pen takers. It's really interesting there. It says Dembele got subbed off with injury, but did he? Did he, or are they just saying there's an excuse for him getting subbed off on FootMob? Because I swear he subbed off normally, so, this is why I say, FootMob, I swear, glazes some players. I know they glaze Yamal 100%. I even think they glazed Dembele. Like, whenever bro's getting subbed off early, they're instantly saying it's an injury, but that was not an injury whatsoever. Bro was walking off there completely fine. He got subbed off normally. Kvaratskhelia as well subbed off. Very interesting. And hi, Jude. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Enrique wants to lose. I don't know. I mean, they've actually, and Arsenal's brought on, as I said, their second team's better than their, they've got good players on their second team. It's better than PSG subs. PSG subs are okay. Arsenal subs are like literally another team of players. Basically, they're just bringing on another team. It's going to be now with João Neves, Zabarani. Now back to João Neves. Back to Zabarani. Hakimi. Now it's Barcola. They have to watch Barcola here, Arsenal, pretty tightly. He's probably the method at which the goals will come. Barcola crossing it in. It's headed clear by Gabriel. As I said, that cross was going on target there to Goncalo Ramos. Would have been a finish if Gabriel didn't intercept that. And, once upon a time, Arteta was a teammate of Luis Enrique. And now they're both versing each other. And this is going to be now over to... They're both technically... Are they both disciples of Pep? I don't know. Are they? Are they both disciples of Pep? I feel like they're both taught by Pep. I just have a feeling they were. Doué. This is now going to be over to Goncalo Ramos. Hakimi, back to Doué. Doué playing the whole match is very I didn't really think that would happen, but okay. And I didn't check my MSN fanmade song off stream. Yeah, I didn't actually, Jude, because I had some family stuff that I had the other day. I was in someone's birthday in my family, so wanted to, spend some time there. And yeah, I guess I can check it after the stream. I won't forget as well this time since it's not going to be late. It's only 10 p.m. It's not late. Yeah, it's going to be now over to Beraldo Zabarani. Now through ball to João Neves. Actually gets that. Duds in Campier. Sends him to the shops. Cross going in. It's going to be sent by Doué and caught by Raya. What a catch, man. This guy is literally like just straight out. He can jump to space here. This guy's actually crazy. And Madueke now trying to go through. That should be 100% a yellow card for Nuno Mendes. Kind of crazy how he didn't get a yellow earlier as well. But yeah, that's a guaranteed yellow for Nuno. Fair enough. So Glaze and Raya deserve Glaze, actually. Raya is the best player on Arsenal's team, hands down. Not even, I'm being serious as well. He actually is the best player on their team. That's an easy catch, Raya there, though. Nice. Yeah, that's a yellow card. That is a very harsh yellow as well. The fact that he's absolutely blasted him to the floor. You can't hate Raya for this match. Yeah, you can't hate Raya. Raya player of the match, actually, in my opinion, if Arsenal do end up winning. Raya player of the match. If PSG win, I actually don't think a PSG player should win player of the match. No one here is good enough to win player of the match on PSG. Maybe Hakimi. Don't know, João Neves or Vitinha. Maybe Vitinha, I guess you could argue, but just no one on there has been exceptional. I haven't seen someone on PSG and been like, this guy is the player of the match. He is him. I've seen a couple on Arsenal. I've seen, Kai Havertz, so he's kind of dipped out, but Raya, for me, has sort of emerged over this game as sort of that guy. Definitely. And the fact he only conceded a pen as well. A pen, you can concede 50-50. Okay, Arteta's just doing some commands on the side there. Dino, stop being biased and hate Arsenal equal. I am literally hating them equally. Who has been outstanding for PSG this game? You tell me who's been outstanding for PSG this game, and I'll go and see if you're correct. I've not seen a player on PSG. I guess Nuno, maybe? I don't know. Pacho's been okay. Just trying to think. It's mainly been their defender. Oh, whoa. That was a good shot by Madueke. Wow. Almost curled it around Safanov for an own goal. Sorry, it's Timber. Curled around Safanov for an own goal. That was a close one. Jeez Louise. Timber almost full curled that. If that had hit Safanov, I think that might have been an own goal. I'm not even joking. Might have actually been one. Where's Max Dowman? He's on the bench here. The thing is, though, I don't think Arsenal would sub on Max Dowman now. I think they sort of brought him in case. In case they're winning 2-0 or something. It's near the end of the game. Bring him on. But I don't think Bro's going to play this match. I think it was just you can play if we are winning pretty solidly. As a good transfer there to Zubimendi. Zubimendi finding some space there. He's going to pass over to Rice. There we go. Rice over to Madueke, who has actually been creating a lot alongside Timber on the side there. Madueke gives it a cross. It's going to be headed clear. It's going to be headed in by Gabriel, controlled by Gyökeres. Gyökeres is time for shooting. He skills it. Gyökeres, and it's going to go deflected out for another corner for Corner FC. Gyökeres amping up the crowd there. Arteta's calling for handball there to the fourth official and the camera. I mean, I don't think there's a handball there, Arteta. I think genuinely there's not. Here's the additional time coming in now. We got the additional time rolling in. Yeah, there's no handball. I don't know what the heck Arteta's saying. Oh, handball, bro. Where the heck is the handball from, my guy? What? What are you talking about? Okay, here we go. This is going to be tight. It's a corner. Final play of the game. Basically, the final play of the game. It's a corner. If Arsenal score from the corner, they crown UEFA Set Piece FC. No, I'm joking. Champions League winners. And from a corner, their favourite scoring point. Here we go. Their favourite thing. Can they do it this time? It gets headed away by Barcola. Still, everything's there. And it's going to be Hincapié. Touches it. Rice controlling on the outside of the box. Crossing it in. Header. And it's somehow deflected away. Rice going in for another cross. It's another corner. It's another corner. Somehow a goal kick is given. Wow, that was so close. That is so close. Full time, the referee gives. Full time, 1-1 draw. Full time, we go to pens. We go to pens. Okay, here we go. So there's the score sheet, by the way, guys. I'm going to make it the pen sheet now. Here we go. We're going to make it the pen sheet. Let's see who scores their pen and who misses. I feel like I need a pen counter, like an official one for the World Cup as well. I'll see if I can find one. Okay, here we go. Penalties. We haven't seen pens in a long time here, guys, on the channel. How it didn't go on. I know, so close. It's all on the line now. It is all on the line. So full time there, just for the full time stats so we know it. 75% PSG, 25% possession for Arsenal, 21 shots by PSG, 7 for Arsenal, 4 on target for PSG, 1 on target for Arsenal, 43 touches in the opposition box for PSG, 14 for Arsenal, 3 big chances for PSG, 2 chances missed, 1 big chance for Arsenal, and it was scored. 807 accurate passes for PSG, 91% accuracy. Arsenal has 195 accurate passes with 68% accuracy. 2 yellow cards for PSG, 4 for Arsenal, 11 corners for PSG, 3 for Arsenal. There is the full-time stats. Jeez Louise. Safanov is actually good at pens. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might risk it, Arsenal, here. They don't have the mentality over, though. Ray is good at pens, but they don't have that mentality of winning this yet. PSG have won this. That's their edge over Arsenal in a shootout, to be honest. So, that's the edge they have. They might want to capitalize on that edge of knowing how to win this sort of competition. And a lot of PSG's players have been subbed off, so that's Arsenal's edge. A lot of their starters have been subbed off. Could also be a bad thing for Arsenal starters that they're, subbed off. So, you know, they've got fresh legs on now. Arsenal's, all of their legs are tied. Might cause a pen to be missed or something, you know, not to be placed where they want. And long ago, two races ruled over Earth, humans and monsters. One day war broke out between the two races. After a long battle, the humans were victorious. They sealed the monsters underground. I can't believe I just read the start of Undertale. Near better corner taker. Madueke was trash. Should have been Timber. Don't know why Timber's not taken, or Declan Rice, to be honest. Just came back from work. W Supreme came back right at the end here with a penalty shootout. Arsenal versus PSG for the Champions League final. Everything on the line. Here we go. Arteta's given his team talk here. He's in the middle. He's telling them all. Of course, Arteta did actually miss a pen in a crucial match, and, you know, that's the thing for the forfeit match back in FIFA. So, yeah, he doesn't want the same thing to happen here. Is Arteta's hair graying? Like, I swear bro looks older now. Like, has bro aged over the past couple of days? Like, I don't know. He looks older than he was the last 2 seasons. I feel like he stopped dyeing his hair black. Does anyone else, like, sort of feel like that's the case here? Like, I think he was dyeing his hair black and now he's not, so it sort of looks like he's slightly older and he looks sort of like Pep now. Maybe if he shaved his head, he would actually look like Pep, I think, to be honest. I'll start Temple, like, tomorrow in the afternoon. I'll do Benita, as I now have a rare riff. Also, Dino on June 10th, a new Paranormal will come for Creator Month. W's, yeah. I saw the Creator Month thing, and also W's. Benita, welcome stream. I hope you're doing good. Right at the end for the penalty shootout of the UEFA Champions League final, the most biggest club competition in the world, in the entire world. Everything on the line here. Here we go. Arteta Guardiola. So goofy. Okay, here we go. Let's see who's going to win it. Who's going to win it? I wish I could play the audio for this so bad, man. Don't spoil it, okay, guys? Do not spoil it. I'm behind. Skip behind if you have to. Skip behind if you have to. I don't want to spoil, okay? So do not spoil for me, please. They're doing the coin flip right now as we speak. So just think 5 seconds ahead to what the coin flip is after that, and that's where I'm up to, okay? I don't want to get spoiled so bad. Do not spoil me. Do not spoil me. I want to see this. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Either team has it from here. You know, this is actually the most equal Champions League final I've seen in a long time. Like, both teams here equally have this in the bag, I think. Yeah, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. Here we go. So, it's going to be PSG taking first, I think. I believe. Hakimi and Rice just talking it up there. Just doing a little bit of another coin flip. Yeah, it hits PSG twice on the coin flip, I think, there, actually. Might hit them twice. So it's PSG first in front of their fans, I believe. Maybe that's what the case is going to be. How many minutes left? Pen shootout. Pen shootout now. No more minutes. Pen shootout. I'm going to reset the score, guys, for the pen shootout as well, so we can see what the shootout scoreline is. But here, I'm going to change the name of this as well to penalty shootout. Here we go. There we go. So when they get a goal, it will be a goal like a pen scored, and it will go like that. Or, you know, for PSG, same thing. But nothing's happened yet. It'll be 0-0. I'll also put the pen scorer there. Or if it's missed or saved, I'll put there. So we're going to wait and see who's taken first, just to confirm that I believe it will be PSG first in front of PSG's fans. And I think it's going to be Hakimi or Goncalo Ramos first, one of those two. So we'll have to wait and see. Safanov, of course, big boy. We got Raya as well, big boys. They have to, you know, lock in for their clubs. These boys need to actually deliver. You know, now these two goalkeepers. Raya with a 7.5 by FootMob in this match. I would argue he's the player of the match, in my opinion, at the moment. Safanov could definitely become it with a penalty shootout heroics, for sure. But if Raya performs in the pen shootout, he has sealed the pen shootout. He's sealed the man of the match here. But Safanov could also win it with a good pen shootout performance here, because I don't think PSG have a clear, you know, pen player, you know, what am I saying? Clear winner of the man of the match. Yeah, no spoilers, guys. Goncalo Ramos first. Goncalo Ramos first. I'm only going to look at chat when there's a goal, okay? So when it's scored, just to 100% confirm there's no spoilers, okay? But I'm going to look here, straight into the camera, or I guess down at the screen. Let's take a look. Here we go. Raya's just talking with the referee here. It's just slightly delayed. Here we go. Raya, all he has to do is just save one, and then Arsenal score the rest. Or, you know, for Safanov, save one, and PSG score the rest. Like, it'll be bad, for PSG fans, it's bad to get off to a start of not scoring. So, Goncalo scoring here is important. I actually hope he does, just so, we can confirm that he's solid for the World Cup. I don't want to see Portuguese players missing pens, to be honest. I really don't want to see that at all. I really don't. I don't want to see Portuguese players missing. Okay. Raya's having a talk with Safonov. Fist bumping each other. Bro bump. I feel like pen shootout, whenever you get to a pen shootout in the match here, it's always like vibes. I feel like, like no one's really, besides the World Cup final one, no one's really sort of at each other. Everyone's too nervous to sort of go at each other. So they're all sort of, like, everyone's like a fan. At one point, it feels like before the pen shootout's taken, everyone's just one club. I don't know. I always get that feeling. Here we go. Can Goncalo score against Raya? Important one. He steps up and smashes it top right corner. Holy jeez, what a pen. What a pen. Ramos, pen. Now it's one. Wait, I'll say what Ramos pen scored. Okay. And then PSG. I'll put next. I think that's the best way we can do it here. Okay. So that's the pen sheet there. Confirmed. Okay, here we go. That was a really good pen. Gyökeres. Hair flick. Victor, all you got to do is score his pen. It would be very bad if Arsenal didn't score this pen, just so you know. It would be very bad. Does Gyökeres have it over the line? Does he have it what it takes to have the mentality to win a UEFA Champions League? Sends it. Just what a pen as well. That was a really good pen too. That was a good pen. Goncalo's better. Gyökeres is up there though. A solid pen. That's what you want from a pen shootout. You want a good pen. You want a good pen. I think that was a great pen from Gyökeres. Just, flats it on the ground. Sends Safonov the other way. Safonov, I don't know. I don't know if he's the right pen saver here, to be honest. I still don't know. I mean, I'll have to see. I haven't seen too much from Safonov in terms of pen saves. Okay. Here we go. Doué. By the way, guys, just so you know, the reason I'm not looking at chat is just so I don't want to get spoiled because chat's in front. So I've literally covered the chats. I'll talk with you guys after, but just know I'm watching it too. Well, I'm commentating, obviously. Here we go. Doué. Running up from the center. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look what Doué can score is. Runs up and sends it the same way as Gyökeres. Okay, same as Gyökeres' pen. Literally 1 for 1. Doué, pen scored. And it's PSG. This pen shootout could go to the final one. I'm not even joking. This could go to the final one, to be honest. What are you guys saying? I'll check chat between each one. Yeah, that was a good pen. Yeah. Yeah, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. Well, I mean, you can technically, I guess you, I don't know. I wouldn't spoil until I've confirmed watching it, because then again, maybe someone in chat's behind as well. I was going to say you can because I'm not technically looking at it, but, Eze's next. Here we go. Can Eze score for Arsenal to make it 2-2 in pens? The worst thing to do is always, I feel like it's always worse going first in the shootout, but then it's worse going, if they score, then it's worse going second. I think if you score going first in the shootout, you feel more confident. Eze. Running up. Stutter. Oh my God, he missed. That is such a bad penalty. That is a bad penalty. That is a bad penalty. And the fact I was saying good about him, man, that is not a good pen. That is a poor pen. Just misses straight up. Again, not the mentality. Doesn't have the mentality to get it over the line. Doesn't have the mentality to get it over the line here. Not got what it takes. Not got what it takes. Nuno Mendes, please don't miss. I mean, as much as I would like them to be level in terms, just so we can, go longer, Nuno got a score here just for Portugal in the World Cup. Can't be seeing, can't be seeing Nuno miss for the World Cup. Just, I feel like it's always something, you don't want to see, a national team player going into a shootout missing. Like, sort of like João, even when the pens in Al Nassr. Don't want to see him miss a single pen with Al Nassr. Okay. Let's see Nuno. He always scores banger pens. He saved! Raya! Saves the pen. Whoa! I mean, man, Nuno... saved by Raya. Heroics on the line there for Raya, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Man, Raya, that is This guy actually could get player of the match. It's still possible. Man, why is Nuno have to... It has to be Nuno. Couldn't it be Goncalo Ramos or something, man? Like, genuinely... has to be Nuno that misses, bro. Of all the players. Raya coming in with the save, though. That is big, big. Let's make them equal on points as well there. Sorry. Forgot about the score sheet thing I was doing. Yeah, Raya's a top goal. Raya's hands down. I don't know how Spain won't start with him as a starting goalkeeper. It's actually going to be crazy if he actually doesn't start over Unai Simon. They've got a crowd cam as well. Okay. They got a crowd cam for this pen here. Rice is taking. Will Rice score his and make it go back to where Arsenal's got, you know, a little bit of hope? And they will actually be first in the shootout then, technically. Rice slots it down. That's a little bit of confidence boost for Arsenal. Rice scores. There we go for Arsenal. Poor Eze, man. I feel like Eze, like, of all the players to miss from Arsenal as well, Eze, just, I feel like it was sort of not... It shouldn't have been him, but he just accidentally didn't do it. It's just sort of sad for Eze. I feel like, you know, I mean, I would have preferred, you know, if any of the other guys really missed, like Timber or something like that. I mean, Eze, just, I feel like he's such a quality player and he didn't really deserve to miss that. Same with Nuno. Could have been anyone else. Hakimi, here we go. Known for scoring pens. Of course, if PSG miss this, it's down to the final one then. PSG, this is the problem now. PSG are now second in the shootout because of the double miss. Resets who's going first and second, technically. So here we go. Hakimi. If Raya saves it, then it's one more. And Hakimi scores. There we go. It's now back to 3-3 equal there. Hakimi scores. I was making these little caps before. PSG. There we go. I'll look at chat again at the very end, guys, just so you know. The reason I'm looking is I don't want to get spoilers for anyone that's just wondering. Rice scored. Let's go up. And then let's just say, yeah, saved, I think is good. Missed. Yeah, I also did miss. Oh, I put pen in front of them, all of them. Oh, yeah, there we go. I just want them all to look the same format, so then it looks, you know, more neat, majorly. Okay, there we go. While we wait for the next person to line up. Martinelli. Is he good at pens? I don't know. I haven't really seen too many Martinelli pens. I mean, I feel like he scored one. Maybe he's missed another one. I don't know. Does Martinelli make it go down to PSG pressure? Here we go. And he skies it straight into the goal. That is really good. That is a phenomenal pen. I don't know why I said sky. I mean, technically it is basically skying it straight into the net there. That is a rocket. That's what I expected Nuno Mendes to do, to be honest. Martinelli pen scored. There we go. I love pen shootouts, man. They're so fun to watch. Like, I mean, when it's going to be Portugal in the shootout, oh, let's hope Portugal doesn't get in the shootout, but any other team, I'm glad to watch a pen shootout. Any other team that's not Al Nassr or Portugal or Real Madrid, I'm fine to watch in a shootout because, you know, I just, it's such a fun experience to like. It's just got everything, you know, it's everything in football. Here we go. It's up 4-3 there. Technically, it's technically 3-3. I don't even know why. It's technically 3-3, actually. How did Arsenal get an extra goal? What? I'm so confused. It's 3-3 on pens. And PSG score it. Raya sent the wrong way. Arsenal have to score this final one. It was Baraldo who scores it. I just realized I gave Arsenal an extra point there for no reason. Pen scored. Kind of weird there. Don't know how that happened. There we go. PSG. So that's now, it's because I was clicking, I think I clicked PSG because they're on the left in the shootout, but they're on the right on my thing, so I accidentally clicked them, you know, apologies. Baraldo scored, what a goal as well, that was a really nice pen. So now Gabriel, score it to continue the match, to continue the shootout into sudden death. Man, Gabriel, all the pressure on him as well, man. All of the pressure on Gabriel here to score this pen, to continue the match, to keep going in this one. Can he do it? Arsene Weger's looking tight here. It's looking tight. It's looking tight. Gabriel has to score it. Has to score it. Let's take a look. Is he going to run up and score? He missed. Arsenal lose the Champions League final. Arsenal lose the Champions League final on penalty shootout. Gabriel missed his pen. What a miss as well there. Jeez Louise. Man, that was a bad miss. I can't believe that now PSG has got back-to-back, so Real Madrid have to be worried about the triple Champions Leagues there. Man, what a miss. That was an awful miss. I'm sorry. What the heck? No, excuse. That was a bad pen. That was not great at all. I mean, just got to hit that sort of thing on target there. Congrats to PSG. Well done on getting it all the way over the line. 2 in a row. We got Suze in there from Sherry. Little does Sherry realize that literally Real Madrid's record's now on the line. So, you know, let's keep calm there. Hopefully we win it next season there. Eze is getting hugged up by Arteta. I mean, you know, they achieved the Prem. They shouldn't be too disappointed in themselves, you know. But yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that in that game, PSG dominated in that second half with passing-wise. Arsenal was better in the first half, should have capitalised. PSG in the second half also had terms to capitalise. But yeah, absolutely. I think that definitely, what a game. I'm glad it went to penalty shootouts as well. You know, sort of rewarded us for watching the whole game there. And Gabriel, the one to miss it as well. I just feel like as well, definitely there, they shouldn't have made Gabriel actually take the next one. That was kind of stupid. I feel like Zubamendi should have taken the next pen. I got to be real. Zubamendi would have been a better choice there. You know, as a midfielder, maybe a better control to pass through. Actually, Dino timeout Sherry, it's not called for. It's not even his team. Rice was the best player. I mean, fair enough. You know that. No. Let's chill. You know, if it's not your team, then it doesn't really matter. Like, Gabriel kind of crazy, though, that, you know, he skied that one. He should have sent that one a little bit more down. I don't know what he's doing there. The fact that Raya made a save as well, like, Raya's going to get player of the match here, obviously. Raya's going to get player of the match. Man, Arsenal bottling again, having PSG back-to-back champs ruined. Yeah, I know. PSG getting the 2 back-to-backs is actually not great, for as much as you guys are saying, like, and so it's not great, guys, because now they can get 3 in a row, which is not great at all, because that means that Real Madrid's, you know, only 3-peat. I don't think it's a 3-peat, but our close 3-peat, you know, because we've had more in the row, but, you know, recent times I'm talking about, is under threat here. It's under threat. And, you know, especially for a PSG side that, you know, to be honest, this season really... Actually, I don't think deserve to be Champions League winners, but, you know, they got over the line. W's in the chat for PSG. Well done. W's Nuno Mendes, going through, getting it done. But, yeah, really well done to all the players there. What a game. What a game. I enjoyed the penalty shootout. I think that was great. Nuno Mendes was great. I think that... who else was great? João Neves, Vitinha was great. Good control. Hopefully they perform in the World Cup. Goncalo, man. Whatever. But yeah, then we also got Raya doing absolutely brilliant in his saving abilities there. I think Raya definitely deserved that player of the match there. But yeah, otherwise, if it wasn't for Raya, who? I don't know. If it's for a PSG player, I don't know who could get it for a PSG player, to be honest. Hakimi? Maybe Hakimi? Maybe Hakimi? I think probably Hakimi, or if they're going to give it to a PSG player. But definitely, I don't know. Ref was favorite. There is not. Okay, Sherry, I'm timing you out for that. That's fake. That is fake. That is fake. Nah, that is complete. Ref in favor. That is crazy to say. Actually, we'll win AFC Champions League. Yes, we will win AFC Champions League next season, though. Absolutely. El Nassr. Speaking of El Nassr, but now it's on to the World Cup. Club football is done. CDF going on a rampage for timing out people, which is crazy. But yeah, club football is done. We're going to see the World Cup now. Portugal got at least a little bit of a confidence boost from that match with Nuno Mendes, you know, João Neves, Vitinha. All of them got a confidence boost in this game. And hopefully they can perform now in the World Cup. And that's definitely what we're going to look forward to here. Of course, our next football stream will be streaming every single World Cup match. I'm not going to stream Portugal's friendly just because I think it's at an inconvenient time. But yeah, every World Cup match will be streamed live on this channel. So W's there, guys. Appreciate you all. And yeah, what a match. We streamed this match for 3 hours and we got to see a penalty shootout, which is great. So that's always something big that you don't get to see every day. But W's, what the heck? I swear this beanie always messes up my hair, which is crazy. No way. Did you actually ban people? That is insane. That is insane. Did Reshot actually get banned? Don't ban people, CDF. Okay. Well, W's, guys. GG's, well done for the match there. I didn't even have the whole 10 shootout list on the screen there. There we go. Why are you being numpty share? I didn't do that for real. Yeah, I mean, 86k timeout is actually crazy, to be honest. But Yeah, they've been. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't be toxic, guys. Like, you know, CDF didn't, bag Real Madrid. You know, fair enough. I do understand it. What happened here? There was someone lost. Arsenal lost, unfortunately, and then there was some uncalled toxicity, I guess. You know, no, it's not banned. No, there's no bans. Don't worry. But yeah, it's guys. You know, as I said here, it was probably better actually. You know, now thinking about it, because I know you guys support Real Madrid. It was better Arsenal winning. That's the silly thing. It's better Arsenal winning than PSG because they do threaten now Champions League now winning 2 back-to-back. That's not great, especially since now. But all I can say is just it's good for the Portuguese players. Yeah. But yeah, W's in the chat. Someone got time 24 hours. Nah, that is okay. That's insane. Nah, let's not time out to 24 hours. Okay, otherwise I'll have to unmod CDF there for that's an uncalled for timeout. But yeah, W's guys. I untimed out Rishan there, so it's only a 10-second timeout now, I think. But yeah, W's in the chat, guys. W's to PSG. Well done, Arsenal, for getting to the final as well. Getting it to a 1-1, 4-3 on pens. And Havertz, of course, scoring that banger and Dembele a penalty. And I'll see you guys in the next stream tomorrow, MSM. Back to chill stuff. And the World Cup's coming up. So we'll enjoy more football there. W's in the chat. Let's go. W's.